me upon you. Big silver for your pain. Just make a river of diamonds in the dark. He breaks down at the funeral. Make an annoying sound. This is the wonder of the room. Ribbons are folded on the road. Okay. And I hear a voice that sounds so much like yours. Please, please. Come back to me. What's up, chat? I still have to situate myself. We're working, we brought back the streaming nook. So anyway, today we're going to be talking about Destiny and why Counterpoints is like begging him to stay dedicated to his craft, even though if his craft is meant to be recruiting people to vote left wing, he's doing anti that. He's doing anti that. No one singular person has probably motivated so many people to abandon their party. Okay. Intro song, one of my favorite albums of all time. X, Under the Big Black Sun. One of the few records I didn't pawn. That's Exene Cervenka. So the song is called Come Back to Me, and it's actually about her sister who was killed on a way to their concert by a hit and run. So it's a very tragic, sad song, but it was just like stuck. It's been a cheerful morning for me probably, but that very sad song was stuck in my head. Sorry, still working with the new hair, working with different styles, different bangs, different backgrounds. The leveling up continues, people. Hi, what's up? We got Parro. I hope you are feeling better because you were thinking about killing people earlier. So I do hope that we turn that ship around, because even though I know it's really messed up that your family left you without telling you that they went to the beach, I do think that maybe Z-Star has a point that maybe that doesn't warrant death, but I don't know. You know me. What do I know? All I know is I'm a victim. Destiny, is he? I don't know. He's a victim of himself. Much like I. Take me away. Take me to where I belong. Exactly. So it's actually going very well. I woke up and I've been productive, and my brain and body are working in unison, and it's totally not how my mornings go usually. I already cleaned and we're streaming. It's noon and I have to go to work. I was reading the Bible. It was a lovely morning. Thank you. Yeah, I like it too. And it's like it makes all my clothes kind of different. I feel like my bangs, I look like one of those like boy pop groups, when they had the oh my god, they look crazy. It's just like a little too. It's a little too. Don't underestimate how difficult it is to make bangs look good every day. Okay? Takes dedication. I'm in my materialistic era. I got my biggest YouTube payout I've ever gotten, thanks to you, the audience, the supporters, and people who've made it possible to get to this next chapter of the channel, which if you look at my earlier videos, I feel like I'm going back more to my roots of the topics I'm generally interested in. Still doing slop, still doing drama, but we want to mix in something more substantial as well, as much as we can, being a little fucking airhead, brain damaged fentanyl freak. Thank you so much, Robert. Hair looks great. So do you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, and this, I'm using the camera that's in the laptop. Also is, I think, giving better visual. The other one makes me look like I'm pale, but it makes me look more pale. Anyway, materialistic era. And I splurged and I got this like $40 perfume that I only ever used to get like the rollerball of because I couldn't afford the big one. It's Elizabeth James Nirvana, and it's a vanilla bourbon smell, and I'm just fucking obsessed with it. And no, I'm not selling this. I'm just sharing it with you to share this luxurious moment with you so that you can know what it smells like. Okay, we've got the visual, we got the audio, now we've got the smell. Can you smell it, bitch? You stream hella early. Yeah, damn. I know. I know I'm young passing at times because of my immaturity and good genetics, but I'm old. I'm old. I'm tired. I go to bed early and I wake up early. My active hours are changing. You know, I often am like ready to go to bed at like 10 people. But it changes. But yeah, definitely been going to bed early because I don't know. I don't know. I'm not about like that nightlife anymore, you know? I also, when I started taking some earlier shifts at the bookstore, that kind of got me back jump started into like waking up earlier again, I guess. But I'm not working until 4 today. So we've got plenty of time to just leisurely go through the timeline and see what's going on in the world. So we have the headlines. Hey, what's up above the trees? Wow, chat's already. We got. All right. Well, we can get. Parro always gets link privilege, so maybe he can explain the incident this morning. It was pretty wild. The voice notes that were in my Discord link is pinned if you want to see the behind the scenes action, but it gets pretty crazy. It's both friendly and very crazy. Melanie, hey, how's it going? I recognize you from King's chat, and it looked like I went to bed fairly early last night, but the last I saw, you guys were going back and forth over like farts or something. I was blown away by the silliness of it all. And I couldn't tell if it was an actual fight because it was so silly. But let me drop this link. Is only for Parro. I'm not doing like an open panel right now. I just want to watch some stuff, and then if we have time towards that, I might. But Parro gets panel privilege, and he had a really hard morning when, you know, I can't even tell it because it sounds dirty. He isn't just so everyone knows, yes, he lives with his family, but he's an adult. He's not that much younger than me. He's 28, okay? So when I say like, oh, his parents didn't wake him up, this is not a child we're interacting with. This is a man. Hey, Jody. Oh, I love your little chat community. It's been feeling a lot more positive lately, especially since Polly's been back. And I don't know. I feel like we've got some little celebrities. And wow, yesterday, I'm so happy with how the episode went. Can we get some ones in chat? If that was a fucking epic episode of Celebrity Sunday, very fitting for the first episode of the season to kick things off. And Stevie came back, cam on, for the first time since we've been interacting online. You know, it's like one of those celebrities who only wears a mask, drops the mask, you know. I mean, we've seen like pictures, but still, I appreciated that he did that and brought that moment to Celebrity Sunday. And it, you know, it's a bunch of moments like that. We had, you know, Princess, King, Foreman, D-Dog. We had Lauren De Laguna interview where she gave her side of the Action Man drama. So it had all the elements that I want in Celebrity Sunday, which is like drama, slop, some introspective, you know, discussion. Like we were also like crying watching Erica Kirk, you know, like it was a wild episode, truly. Not to toot my own horn so much, but I'm just happy with how it went. Thank you, Jennifer, for the $9.99. Thank you, Sugar Mama. Much appreciated. Very much appreciated. All right, Hurricane Parro is backstage, so we're gonna get to the bottom of what brought him to a place where he wanted to murder. So let's talk. Okay.
How you doing?
Doing good. How's it going? Do you feel any better?
Not really.
No. What? Well, tell us what's going on. The floor is yours.
Well, I just letting you. I was telling y'all ladies on your Discord about if they ever had like experience with men that don't know what the fuck to do, what when they have kids and don't know what to do when their birthday comes around, they can't make like one plan, like one settled plan, like at the right time, at the right date. Yo, ladies in the chat, have y'all ever had that experience? Because I know that women cannot be that stupid. Like only the baby fathers that does stupid shit like that.
Wait, what is
That's
the
just
thing that women do
buster-ass
that's
shit.
stupid? Like not hug their kids on their birthdays is what you're saying?
No, like, oh my god, how do I explain it?
You have to be. I'm very slow. We all know this, so I ask for your patience.
How could I forget this quick? Oh, about having kids without planning their birthday. You know, you saying, yeah, we might do something, we might celebrate it, and next thing you know, y'all change your mind, celebrate. Like, make up your goddamn mind. Like,
yeah,
who the
that's
fuck
messed
has
up.
kids?
You can't
Who
play
the
with
fuck
people's
has
birthdays.
kids? Who the fuck has children and don't know what to do when their birthday comes?
Was your birthday recently?
No, it was my cousin's son's birthday.
Oh wow. So the mom didn't plan anything for the cousin's son?
No, he didn't. He
Oh.
probably just said it because his girl his girl is the one that wears all the pants. So I already know that scenario. This nigga's such a dumbass, right? That he can't even plan the right date. He at first he said it was gonna be on East, but then it was on the West side. Like, tell me if this makes sense, Ruby. If you want to do a beach party, would you do it in the like this side or this side? You say you will do it in East side, and next thing you know, you change your mind to the West side. Like, make up your mind.
Seriously, I would never change my mind on a beach party. I find beach parties to be very serious. So it's all coming together. So today you were supposed to go to a beach party, and then rudely the people didn't include you and they left you home.
Because they're jackasses. They're just like idiotic like alcoholics that was you know, like rather stayed. And I told them I was ready, but my dumbass aunt stayed over there, and my mom was being an idiot who's been over there too. Like they all stand there being like drinking alcohol and shit. You see, shit like this is proving CM Punk his point. CM Punk exposed motherfuckers about alcoholism, that the Undertaker had to bury him and then make an excuse by saying he dressed unprofessional. Nah, that's not why the Undertaker buried CM Punk. He buried CM Punk because he exposed niggas like Undertaker with alcoholism. That's what it comes down to.
So
fuck out of here.
Do you still want? Who did you want to kill?
Anybody.
Do you still have feelings of death?
I was thinking about myself.
Parro, don't scare us like that, okay? A lot of people care about you. All jokes aside, whatever drama, you're not allowed to do that.
Ruby. This was a whole violation right here. I never been this violated before in my fucking life. Look, I'm telling you.
Now I understand why you're so upset, but you know, that's never the answer. And, you know, I know you've faced a lot of things and gotten through it. So I know that you're tough enough, you know, to get through this, and just tell them how you feel when they get back.
Hey, they already know. I just let them know if they want to see me happy again, they'd rather do that fucking party again. I don't care how long it's going to take. They better do that shit. Because right now I'm just letting everyone know on Facebook if they're having a party, a beach party this weekend, so I could be invited. So I'm trying my best to, like, even though drinking with my neighbor wasn't good enough, but I was just getting wet in the ring because, hey, I wasn't there at the pool and the beach. You know, they were all turning up. So me wetting myself in the ring and drinking with my neighbor wasn't good enough. Like, it wasn't.
That's so messed up that they make you feel like it's not good enough. What is wrong with people?
I don't know. Like, what is wrong with humanity in general?
Something is so wrong.
I was wishing death upon people too. Like I stated. Because y'all need to know, like, when Parro like is crossed, it's crossed like that, that means like I don't give a fuck anymore. That means I wish death for anybody.
Well,
Anybody.
I think that's the concern, because so many people like you, they love your personality on YouTube, but they just have some concerns that, like, you know, you get a little reactive, you know, you get angry quickly and then you go straight to death, you know. How about it's like I'm mad at you, like we'll talk about this later, or I'm mad and I want to like punch something, but death is really, that's the most extreme.
I was just thinking about myself when it comes to death, because anytime I give people chances, it's always the same results. It's always the same thing. Always.
Do you think the end times are here?
I mean, it already is. I mean, look at what's going on with the world right now.
Facts. I mean, obviously what happened to you this morning pretty much confirms it to me that humanity's cooked. We're done. Above trees, the chats are, the haters are speaking up. So above the tree says, Parro, you need to control your emotions.
Wait, what we was talking about? Oh, not
just
even
like
Trump
when you get so angry, you want
it.
someone to die, you know?
I do control my emotions, because like I said, if I didn't, I wouldn't be here right now. Or
True. You've been, you've been a lot better. But on my Discord earlier, and it's fine. You can say whatever you want on my Discord. You know, no one's, well, I mean, just don't threaten anyone. But, you know, we were just concerned that it got so you were, feeling like you wanted death for yourself or anyone else.
Yeah.
So, but I'm glad, you're not planning on doing anything, right?
Well, the people that cross me low key, I just wish death for them, like I did with Lynx and Bethadone. That crossed me low key.
You can't. No. Okay. You can't wish death for Lynx or Bethadone either.
Hey,
why can't you say like, I don't like them? They can live their lives. I'm gonna live my life. When you say that you want death for them, that makes you sound like they have all the control because they're getting this extreme reaction.
But they have nothing to do what's going on with me yesterday.
If you find that someone, and I personally, like Bethadone and Lynx, Lynx I've had, some drama with, but I still don't want death for anyone. I think that's a bit much.
I can't believe that woman stopped me. She stopped me for talking about one of her ops, which is Zay Zooted. Like that. Now I see where people is coming from. Like, I don't know why I didn't say nothing before, but I decided to bring it up now because why not? Like, my life is fucked, so fuck it. Now I could just fuck myself all over.
Your life can be fucked and you can change it. Look at, this is me just 2 years ago. Fat, one tooth, broke, hooked on fucking drugs, hooked on phonics, bitch. Okay? And I was able to turn that around. So I believe in you that no matter how fucked it is, that you're strong enough that you can pull through and be the man that you're born to be and be the best version of yourself.
What do you mean the same old? This must be a King TL fan. Like, whoever you are, love, I ain't got time for this, okay? So please.
You have a lot of support here today, and I'm sorry, I was joking, being a little facetious by calling anyone hater.
No one, they
care about you. They want you to do well.
I bet you that. I bet her man has a small dick too. Fuck out of here. Nobody got time for no trolls, but same shit over and over and over. Like, who the fuck is her? Like, tell me, who the fuck is her? Like, you better not start with me, because I'm about to say some foul shit that I will not record.
Don't do that, okay? We don't want to
talk to that person.
Well, just be respectful, and I'm sorry to the audience that I called you haters. I was being a little JK about that, but this is a serious topic. So, Carl, we want to see you thrive, okay?
Yeah, I hope so. Yes. You could tell I'm still going through it because the way I'm responding. I never respond this calm in my life ever.
Yeah, and you have mostly like supporters, but some people, they do have like valid concerns over like, how extreme your threats can be, and that does scare some people, Hey, what's up, JTO? What are you thankful for in your life? Maybe that could be something to think about. What makes you happy?
Nothing makes me happy, to be honest.
Not even corn?
Well, that's a different story.
See, I knew there's something. I knew there's something.
We're talking about beach parties. That's the thing. Whoever this love person is, she never knew nothing about beach parties. So what the fuck is she talking? She probably missed a whole lot of beach parties without saying nothing. Like, just because her emotions is stronger than mine don't mean that she could take advantage. Like she don't even know what the fuck is going on. Like, she should just like mind her own business.
Can you get like an Uber?
That make some sandwiches for your boyfriend or something. Whoever the fuck she is. Wait, what do you say, Ruby?
Can you take like an Uber there?
If I could take like a taxi, yeah. But in the morning and afternoon, not at night, of course.
Oh, where I am, you can call an Uber around the clock. So if it's just a matter of getting to the beach, I will pay for your Uber. Happily.
If y'all
I can do that. You'd have to trust me with your address so I could put it in. But I believe I could just order an Uber for you. Like, I mean, if they have, I don't know what it's like in your country exactly, because
it is far
I'm sorry,
away,
you're in the Virgin Islands. It's not your country.
It's not that easy, Ruby. It's not that easy. It's okay, Ruby. It's not that easy. It's just, and no matter what, the results will still be the same because there is more excuses, more this and that. Like, it's funny that I know y'all and y'all don't live by me, but it is what it is. If y'all was here, like I said, of course we will plan the beach party. Why not? But that's why I went to the Misunderstoods Discord earlier, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm ready for the collaboration. Like, fuck it. Why not collaborate with those two dusty motherfuckers at this point, since that's what they wanted?
I mean, maybe you could save their career. They seem like they're in a pretty rough condition. I mean,
they don't mind going to the beach party. Of course they don't mind. All like my family who's being dumb. Like, bro, I thought my other families from the other side was bad, because now I realize who's the worst. Because at least the other one knows what to do when their kid's birthday comes up.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you coming on and sharing your feelings. I do want to get to the video, so you're welcome if you want to stay on and watch it, or if you want to hop off. But I do want to kind of shift gears, but I do appreciate your time.
I could stay on.
Okay.
Of course.
Right. I'm going to put on. So there's a sex work debate between these two women. And then there's also one about Destiny, who you call Destiny. So maybe we can watch that one first.
You can put whatever you want.
Let me share the screen. All right. And this is uploaded by Ryle Kittenhouse, and he does clips and edits. And this is one from a JSTLK stream with CHAERY about Destiny and Counterpoints. That is
okay. But
there's nothing better than going, I'm not trying to be a victim. Guys, I don't want to be a victim, but here's literally everything that's gone wrong in my life.
I've had every single person around me basically doxed into non-existent, such that my studio downstairs is now currently a drag waste of money, right? Because even the guy that I was doing the podcast with was getting harassed so much that like he has to back down. I have to the left of me, people like Hassan Piker are just straight.
Having that back to back, the person who used to do a podcast with you, that's so much harassment. And then look at the way that Hassan is harassing me. Look at the way that your co-host would harass Hassan. The unhinged websites, logging all of his clips, organizing them on websites and providing them to the ADL, to Congress. Like, look at this.
He loved to text tone to anybody who would listen, right? Like, and he was really going hard. Where we got this? Counterpoints. So, guys, Counterpoints decided to go on Destiny's stream last night and do. I don't even know what this was supposed to be. The best I can describe it is it's kind of like he's going there and he's like, Destiny, I heard you're thinking about retiring. Please don't. I've spent so much time sweeping for you. I've spent so much time. I've sacrificed so much of my own integrity to sweep for you. You can't quit. You can't.
I lost cultured thug. I can't lose you too.
You lost everything.
But
hold on. Let me get the.
You're a millionaire. You can hook up with plenty of young women. You're infamous.
I thought we were trying to avoid this one.
Very weird.
Well, we are,
I'm just
but
kidding.
if they're over the age of 21 and you check their ID, I don't give a shit.
I know you, man. I know you.
You're infamous. You're to some degree, you're internet famous. You're successful within your craft. You've gone after 2 or 3 different crafts. You've done quite well in 2 or 3 different crafts. And so abandoning your craft at the height of controversy, at the height of adversary.
So like that seems kind of crazy to me. It's saying like don't abandon your craft. And it's like I get that, but like Destiny has just torched his credibility and is just so bad faith. And I perceive him so differently. It's only kind of gone downhill more so lately, obviously, with the underage shit, with the leaking the videos. And I don't know, dude. It's a lot. He has no credibility. Like he should, if Counterpoints cares about advancing the left, you should be telling Destiny to retire, okay? Or take a fucking break, dude.
I'm still struggling to find those tapes, by the way.
The dick ones?
No, from Destiny. You know, the women that he slept with.
Oh man, thank you, Titus. Sugar Mama Titus, for the
what
$20. Titus, who was also in the Discord for our conversation earlier. Destiny wife left kid, hates him, being sued, demonetized, addicted to addies, math visibly tweaking on Pierce Morgan. I haven't even seen the Pierce Morgan. I can only fucking imagine. And he's been tweeting, he's been tweeting insanity. He's hoping for delete by conservatives to go out as a left-wing martyr and end his misery not happening. Well, he could just go full kick degenerate. That's probably where he's going. And kick appears to be where, you know, all the demons who are unleashed on the end times are going to be congregating around kick, apparently. So, but we're going to be in there holding light, holding truth, because we're the barometers of that. Thank you, Titus, for that. Thank you. Very much appreciated.
I just don't think that is...
Is this music just super appropriate for no reason? This music is just perfect for what Connor's doing, and Destiny's is just a part of the game.
Sure,
that's wild.
The height of adversary. I just don't think that is. I mean, what do you want to do? Do you want to be comfortable, or do you want to do something great?
I feel like I've done a lot so far. I feel like I've done okay.
All right,
Right.
The link is out.
Right, but you've done okay. So the things that you've done so far, okay, that I think are laudable. All right, taking on canvassing operations by yourself, I think that's laudable. Being willing to debate.
Just to be clear, that's paying somebody else who cares. That's just paying other people who care, which is okay. But it's like not taking on, not being like good at it yourself. It's just hiring good people.
True.
And realistically getting approached by people who had like a total, what would you say, like an obsession with doing it well.
And then also finding a way to continue doing it and get the reputational buff for doing it without actually having to fund it. That was the whole point of Progressive Victory, right?
Yeah.
They were supposed to be able to fundraise.
They were supposed to.
They were supposed to be able to fundraise off his audience. That's not even out of his own pocket.
I think they were supposed to bring funding on their own off the bat, but yes, they failed to do that, and then they fundraised off of his audience.
His audience.
What's that?
Is that CHAERY?
Yes.
And
yes.
This guy Jay. So are they officially together?
Yep. As far as I know, but I don't follow closely enough to say for sure. Welcome.
Yo.
What time is it for you?
5:52 p.m. That's what time it is.
Oh, okay.
Time to do investigation.
12:52.
CHAERY, if you're watching this, I want to ask you how big is your boyfriend's dick is, because there's a reason why you married this motherfucker. Dumbass bitch. CHAERY, yeah, congratulations for blocking me on Twitter. So keep the same energy.
You can't just
CHAERY.
don't insult just every woman. Why do you have to insult every woman?
I had to let it out, Ruby. Like
didn't
I
have
told
to
you,
let
I'm in
it
a point
out.
that I don't care no more.
All right. Well, I disavow. Cherry seems like a nice woman, as does JSTLK.
Not to me.
Okay. We
Not to me.
received that. Thank you.
Yeah, well, they didn't fundraise very much. They've got bigger things that they're worried about. They're funding the Ukraine side of that war that's going on
that's
over
true.
there.
They are.
That's true.
One
That was true. What Dallas said. I've been in her Discord earlier and discussed. She was the first one that I talk about it actually.
Really? Yeah. Parro was making his rounds. We were talking earlier because he was in the Discord upset and made some voice notes. So we had him up to say his piece. And we have Jeremy, unfortunately, is backstage.
Jeremy Foreman.
Oh, radio.
What's up, guys? I just wanted to ask
Popular.
Ruby, can you unban me in chat?
You're banned in chat.
Yeah, your simps love banning me, and I get it, but come on.
Because you keep typing
You
in
love getting
towers.
No, it's because I keep
Live
stealing
for
all
the
your
highs
attention,
and the
gamer of the
lows.
gays.
No,
Anyways.
you keep typing in towers in there.
Oh, boo-hoo. Anyways, if you could unban me, that'd be great.
All
I do have
right.
one question for Parro, though.
Sure.
Parro,
Yeah,
if
go
you
ahead.
were to off yourself, how would you do it?
Don't ask that.
Dark question.
Exactly.
He's allowed to answer.
So
but
what? Let's
dark.
talk. I thought we were talking about it. I'm just curious.
I would OD on. Never mind. Why are we talking, dude? You are
I think-
literally a chaos
Yeah, he
demon.
brought it up.
No more.
Ay, Dios mío.
All right, I'll
I was
consider
about to
unbanning
answer.
you, but don't. Oh my goodness.
Anyway, that's
Well.
my response. Anyway.
All right, now we got Jimbo. What's up?
Hello,
I'm sorry. I
Jim.
mean D-Dog.
D-Dog speaks for everyone.
I'm sorry. I just put you. Welcome.
Thank you.
How's it going?
Things are doing fantastic. Thanks for asking.
Good.
Thanks for
All
having me.
right. Yeah, thanks for coming up. There's just a little like muffling sound, so if anyone wants to check on that, Parro, I think it's you, or it might be Parro and Jim. But Parro, you're ferociously muffled.
My mic's muted, so it's not me.
It's definitely Parro.
Oh, that's my fan.
Okay.
That you heard in my background.
All right. Okay. Sorry, I smoked a little weed, so I'm a little giggly, but we're gonna continue watching the
Lucky you.
video. The video will commence. And we can all share our thoughts and feelings about it. So if anyone on the panel has something they want to interject, you can just ask me to pause it and I will.
RV
For that
at a
Eastern Front
time.
staying up, okay?
Yeah.
Operations by yourself. I think that's laudable. Being willing to debate people, large and small, on almost any idea. I think that's for a decade. I think that's laudable. I think that the other thing that's laudable is doing working as much as people criticize it. Working with PV in order to do the canvassing operations during the 24 election, resulting in
Listen,
1.6
I
million.
appreciate-
Sucking his dick.
His first thing and
Resulting-
last thing are the same thing.
Yeah, and also resulting in a loss.
Yes.
Is Connor going to
Aw.
acknowledge that part?
I'm sorry, Jim. I didn't know you were. He said he's sad about another girl in a circle. No pressure to share. I see you're away from the screen. So
I guess I'm not the only one who's going through a lot right now.
Yeah, yep. True. There's been something in the air where people are feeling a heavy.
I didn't even notice that the first time I saw this. I watched at least half of this before, and he just said you did so well setting up canvassing, and then you did so well doing canvassing again in 2020.
That resulted in my sitting in meetings still making Democrats lose.
Listen, if Connor's only job is to take resources away from
You are a
Democrats, he's doing a
Democrat, bitch.
fantastic job right now.
Oh yeah,
The fuck
Yeah,
is wrong with that?
definitely.
He is fantastic.
Appreciate it.
Context.
I love the glaze. I understand
He
it's
does
unlovable.
not love the glaze because it is. It's like, so for the people who don't know, and I only roughly know of Counterpoints. I've been in
That
his
chick
chat
is a
a few times,
Democrat.
but he seems like friendly enough and smart. But I haven't watched a lot of his content, so I don't want to just I've been really comfortable shitting on everyone, so I don't want to be fair, But as of right now, from what I'm listening to, it sounds like a whole lot of sucking Daddy Destiny's dick, and okay, but not on YouTube.
Thanks.
Grim.
Like,
Well, that's what I'm saying. So why are you putting it out now?
okay, so off the top of my head, okay, like over the past
What? I think there's
month,
left as far as I know.
okay.
Somebody counts.
Oh, that is a hard one too. Did you hear him? He's
True.
like, I love the
Understaffed for
glaze.
counseling.
Because he literally can't push away anybody willing to compliment him.
No.
But he sees this and he's like, geez, Connor.
No, I don't think so. Because I think he knows. I don't think he cares. I think he's like, yeah, come on my stream and humiliate yourself. Like, do it. I think he's psyched for that most of the time. Yeah.
I would be embarrassed.
I mean, I'm embarrassed secondhand embarrassment.
Yeah, secondhand embarrassment. Yeah.
Embarrassed secondhand. But I'm laughing again at the music I'm hearing
From the video game.
Next
Yeah.
rant about being a victim.
I'm not trying to be a victim, Andy. Okay, but in the
But
There we go. Can we
there's
get some
nothing
victims
better
in the
than
chat?
going, I'm not trying to be a victim,
Get the emojis.
but here's a rant for like 2 minutes about how much of a victim I am. It's just crazy that you do this. Guys, I don't want to be a victim, but here's literally everything that's gone wrong in my life for the past month.
and here's how none of it is my fault.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's no introspection. There's no analysis of his own actions. It's just him talking about how unfair everybody else.
What's that, gamer?
That wasn't me that was speaking.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jim. Oh, all right.
I'm
kidding,
sorry. I
everyone.
was just mocking her talking. I was just
Oh,
mocking
you
her
bro.
talking.
My voice way off today.
Like, bitch, you are a Democrat. Like, shut the fuck up. Anyways, let's continue.
Please don't speak disrespectfully about her like that. You have no reason to be mad at her, and you can. She's on
you
the
don't
left.
even know who she is.
I do actually.
So why
I followed her for like peripherally. I'm aware of her, but I don't think she deserves the level of heat you're throwing right now. Is all I'll say. Okay.
After her blocking me on Twitter, she does.
She's allowed to associate or not associate with whoever she wants. You know.
And why did she fuck Destiny? What do these women see in Destiny? That's what I want to know.
I mean, he's successful. He has his good qualities. He's, done well for himself, and he was a good debater. I'm kind of using past tense because I just feel like he's not really. Maybe it was just when I was agreeing with him that I thought he was a good debater. I don't know.
Being a corny ass blue hair feminist, looking like the feminist Jeff Hardy with the blue hair.
I was about to dye my hair blue. Okay, we can't be hating on the blue hair. I tried to dye my hair blue actually.
You know I love the blue hair. But I don't think the blue
Lockout
hair.
Outlaws. I keep thinking that you're Jim. I keep thinking that's 44 dynamic because he's this lockout king.
Imagine.
But this is Jim's new channel, everyone. So please
Imagine you had drama alert appear in your chat.
What's that?
Imagine if you had drama alert appear in your chat.
I wouldn't. Who knows? Who knows?
Who owns
We
the
did have
drama
a
alert YouTube channel?
impersonator on my Discord for a minute. All right, let me get back to.
No, it would be great. Actually, never mind. No, it wouldn't be great.
Past month, I've had whatever is left of progressive victory. Okay, it like turned into thank yous and tried to do some weird public disavowal of me, which was weird because that whole organization existed because of my community largely.
That organization existed for a long time before Destiny's community, and also this just feeds into the exact Hassan narrative that was there, and I'm positive somebody would have told him that, but he doesn't care because they came out, and it was. I'll be real. It was weird that they came out and were like, we don't like this guy anymore. We actually love real progressives. I thought that was like a weird disavowal they did, but for him to come back and be like, oh, Hassan's so because he says that this was a slush fund for my people, but also I built it, and he knows neither of those are true. Like this kind of.
But I also think he still functions in this world where he's like.
Gobbledy says there's a movement to pressure Jim into rebranding. Is that true, Jim?
Apparently, there's already a name called Lockout Outlaws.
Oh. Well, why do you identify as a lol cow?
I was branching off from OPC's channel, and that was the closest thing that that identified with his channel, and it had a specific ring to it.
So do you want to stay on the lolcow theme? So maybe like lolcow Jim.
Lolcow outliers, maybe.
I think that's actually really funny. And it's still within the brand. Lolcow outliers. And it can even be spelled like outliers. Or you can always do lolcow outlaws with a Z. You know, if you just spell something wrong.
So last night I had a steady 21 streamer like viewership, but this morning I was lucky to have like 5 viewers. So I enjoyed my 15 minutes of fame.
That's it. How it is. It's so much dependent on the algorithm. Half the time they don't notify people when someone's live or put it in their feed. So a lot of it, you're at the mercy of directly notifying people on Discord, Twitter, and that's just to get any, it can be really hard to get, people consistently showing up and wanting to be there. So you have to put in a lot of hours to get, over that next level. But already, those are decent numbers. Having anyone, the worst is when you have no one in the chat, I've had those streams where it's like one person, so there's like no one to interact with,
Right.
But I don't know. I like lolcow outliers. Hate Joggin says, how about coming up with a name without lolcow in it? OPC is just writing the Thorpe Keem nuts about his channel. True. It's like the spin-off of a spin-off of a spin-off of a spin-off, which I
Lolcow Rejects was created by the Thorpes, and then the Thorpes came up with the idea of bringing Lolcow Rejects, have their own channel for us, but it wasn't what I expected. That's why I didn't take it seriously. But it was brought back because of me. So y'all should thank me for being responsible of reviving Lolcow Rejects.
True, especially you did revive that. And thank you, Titus, for the $10. Said, I won't be surprised when they find Destiny hanging in his closet, deleted from autoerotic asphyxiation. Dark, but I could also see that. It would perhaps not be surprised. It's a dark way to go out, but he's, a sexual degenerate.
Well, he deserved it, though. Along with that
I don't think anyone deserves death, so we're going to
like Lalo, too. Especially him waking you up and shit. Speaking of waking up, I haven't slept. Yeah, I haven't slept. I forget to say, I haven't slept at all. That lets you know how fucked up it is. If I were you, Ruby, I would just sleep with a knife hiding underneath your blanket.
That's a good
idea. In case
if
anybody trying to wake you up and thing, you know what to do.
Well, yeah, exactly. Hey, Chuck says, yes, the Thorpes took an already unoriginal name, used it to grift the next person with clout, to get obsessed with they will probably do the same. Exactly.
Facts.
It's also
first it was Lolcow Reject, misunderstood, and now the Ben and Grace show. What's next?
Lolcow men going their own way.
Ben and Grace
just stealing other show ideas for Keen.
Yesterday, I noticed that you brought up that there's a phenomenon going on in the Christian community about the rapture happening within the next 2 days or whatnot.
Yeah,
and
do you believe that?
Usually not, because they say that not even Jesus knows the day or hour that he'll return. But
there's so many
in
signs.
gematria, 7 years between the Feast of Trumpets and the Day of Atonement, that will never happen again after this year. And this will be the 7th time that it happens after Israel became a nation. And they say that the world will not last a generation after Israel becomes a nation. And it has, so a generation is 70, and if God willing, it'll push to 80. But so Israel became a nation in 1948, and it's been about 77 years since Israel became a nation. And there's a bunch of like mathematics that God likes to do and stuff. I'm not sure if the rapture is going to happen in 2 days, but something I feel it in my spirit that something definitely interesting is going to happen within the next 2 days.
Dude, same. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, I talk end timesy apocalypse. Like, I've been kind of ringing that bell for a while, whether it's AI or the rapture or something. But seriously,
Or a
this to me-
meteorite or Yellowstone going off.
What's that?
Or a meteorite or
Oh yeah,
Yellowstone
meteorite,
going.
yeah. But I've also been reading the same things and also just feeling something strange that a lot of people are feeling. So yeah, normally people don't like pick a day, but it is, even though no one will know the day or hour, there's also so many signs that they say to look for. These are the signs. So
Right.
if you're seeing all the signs, and there's a lot more than there's ever been ever from what I've seen, but I'm,
Birth
fairly
pains.
new on my spiritual journey to even make any kind of assessment, but I do feel that, and I've had some very serious concerns about that's happening. I've been reading the Bible and praying a lot. Look at the verse I opened up today. Also, I know not to make the rapture about me, but my family's lucky number has always been 2-3. So we would like chant that as a joke, like 2-3, 2-3, 2-3. So, where?
That's cool that you guys have like a family thing like that.
Oh yeah. We're very corny, kind of dorky. So I opened up my Bible today, and this was almost looks like it was written to me. And it's in Jeremiah chapter 4. It said, my anguish, I writhe in pain. Oh, the walls of my heart. My heart is beating wildly. I cannot keep silent, for I hear the sound of the trumpet. Okay. The alarm of war. I cannot keep silent, for I hear the sound of the trumpet. I just read that. Disaster overtakes disaster. The whole land is laid waste. Suddenly my tents are destroyed, my curtains in a moment. How long must I see the standard and hear the sound of the trumpet? For my people are foolish. They do not know me. They are stupid children. They have no understanding. They're skilled in doing evil, but do not know how to do good. I looked on the earth, and lo, it was waste and void, and to the heavens, and they had no light. I looked on the mountains, and lo, and they were quaking. And all the hills moved to and fro. I looked, and there was no one at all. All the birds of the air had fled. I looked, and lo, the fruitful land was a desert, and all its cities were laid in ruins before the Lord, before his fierce anger. For thus says the Lord, the whole land shall be a desolation, yet I will not make a full end, because of this earth shall mourn. The heavens above grow black. For I have spoken, I have purposed. I have not relented nor turned back. At the noise of the horseman archer, every town takes to flight. They enter thickets, they climb among rocks. All the towns are forsaken, and no one lives in them. And you, O desolate one, what do you mean that what do you mean that you dress in crimson, that you deck yourself with ornaments of gold, that you enlarge your eyes with paint? In vain you beautify yourself. Your lovers despise you. They seek your life. For I heard a cry of a woman in labor and anguish, as if one bringing forth her first child, the cry of the daughter of Zion, gasping for breath, stretching out her hands. Woe is me, I'm fainting before the killers.
That's funny. That's funny because God is basically describing me, who he basically like lays guilty, you know. But he loves me at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. How do you feel about all that, Parro and Gamer?
What?
Never mind. Gamer, do you have any do you think the Raptor's coming?
Maybe, I don't know. We'll just have to see when it gets here.
Yeah, but they're saying, so what's today? Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. So today's the 22nd, and yeah, they're saying 23rd or 24th. I've been seeing that everywhere. A lot of people are saying it. A lot of people are just like, which is kind of unusual for so many people to have a specific day. It's definitely if there ever were time, it definitely seems like there's something going on. Plus the spiritual heaviness a lot of people are feeling, and what happened with Charlie Kirk and how, they're saying that magnified, the message of Christ, through his death, he reached more people all across, and millions watched, like Erica Kirk's speech, where she forgave the murderer. And it just seems there's a biblical vibe, but
That was way out of pocket.
I get
forgave the murderer.
I don't think that's out of pocket at all. Bro.
That's because Christians are held to a higher standard. We're supposed to love our enemies. It's very hard to do because of our fleshly spirit.
That's a bitch-ass move.
Our fleshly nature. We're supposed to be the light of the world, the salt.
Mm-hmm.
Only betas
the observer
forgive
effect
and
is
forget
interesting.
that quick.
She can
But
say
I ain't
anything.
taking back what I just said.
I think she felt, and that's the thing, a lot of people felt her forgiveness. It was, and everyone's gonna shit on her from every angle, but she executed that speech beautifully, and it's there's always going to be people who are skeptics of everything to the core, cynical to the fucking core, but there's a lot of people who aren't too. So, but yeah, I guess we'll see, people. But I was ordering something online and I was like, oh my god, it's going to happen. I'm not going to get my package until after the rapture. Shit, I wanted that ring light. What the fuck?
Hey, maybe you'll get the ring light in heaven. They say don't store your treasures here on earth, but in heaven. Maybe that package will come up in heaven and you'll get it.
I hope so, because the lighting yesterday was brutal. I have some natural lighting today though, but I constantly break my ring lights. Where are you going? You don't need ring lights? No, for my laptop for streaming. Right now it's daytime, but yesterday on Celebrity Sunday, I had barely any lighting. And at my age, the lighting in angles matter. Exactly. Titus says her faith calls her to forgive. I, on the other hand, would never forgive. It's a hard thing to do.
So that really would have been content if you'd have talked to D-Dog a bit longer yesterday. He asked, I know his opening line was so cringe and whatnot, asking why you have to decide between between you and Damius, why he needs to decide between you and Damius. And then
I never said he did. I just said it was weird that he makes his stream titles Damius is God.
He's done that before?
Yes. That's what I was responding to. He deleted it, but there's screenshots. Chat, back me up. That's what I was responding to. I wasn't saying choose me. I was saying why are you calling this man who's paid people to harass me in my real life multiple times? You're saying and that's one thing to just still whatever. I don't judge people who receive money from him.
He basically funds chaos, in your opinion, right?
Yes, in an evil way. So I blocked him on Cash App. I unblocked him to help him transfer money to someone else, but I don't want his money. I don't feel good about it. But if anyone else takes it, I get it. I'm finally at a point where I can be selective in some ways like that. But not everyone's in that position. So as long as you're sticking to your moral values, I don't care who's accepting money from him. And I never said he had to choose. That's just him being an absolute fucking child. Being unable to take any fucking criticism, turn into she making me tingles. Nope. I said it's fucking weird that you said that Damius is God. It's fucking weird to say that the fucking sadist, the guy who sends money to cause chaos, fights, and fucking evil, goes out of his way to fund evil. Calling that person God is fucking psycho. Especially I don't know. That's what I was saying. He took it wrong because he is brain broken.
While whenever you two talk in private, he always posts it on the internet you two are having a romantic stuff or something.
Yeah, it lives in a delusional world. I've been very clear. I want to be friends and collaborators, but I'm not. I told him I'm on a spiritual journey right now. I'm getting off fucking fentanyl. People don't fucking get that. My life was really bad. There's reasons why I say things, I have certain boundaries, and I wish people would just fucking respect that.
Not everyone gets the message.
Tell him
though.
again.
I am
Tell him
so
again,
fucking
Ruby.
clear to people, and they just fucking lie about me and misrepresent everything. It's fucking annoying. He's a grown
Boundaries
fucking
matter.
man who's never lived a day of his fucking life on his own dime, you know? And he still is, despite, like, I did call him broke because I was like, you have everything in your life paid for. You spend all day just ordering shit off your parents' credit card. Like, how and why are you still like saying Damius is God? This man didn't save you from ruin. Like,
Okay, so I relate to D-Dog in the way that I have packages sent to my place on my parents' tab.
that's fine,
So,
you know, but
so
it's
like
that, and
but
then like
there isn't some outer source who funds me that I need to call God. Like, if anything, my parents are God, but they aren't because
yeah,
God is.
yeah,
They gave me these parents to
There's
fund
only one POD.
my living and then stuff, you know.
yeah, and Dalmatian, like everyone needs to stop fucking believe a word out of that man's mouth. He said he was sending me romantic messages. He was
What up,
talking
Craig?
about shoving his dick in my ass. The man has a
What?
demon. He's fucked in the head, you know? And I hope he can be better, but holy shit.
I'm the one who should tell you that, Ruby.
Like,
The fuck?
I mean, no one should
The
be
fuck is
doing that when I
Dalmatian
say I'm
talking to you like
celibate for
that?
fucking reason.
But
Yeah, but not everyone
God
would get
approves
that.
of you. This is his language to me. God approves of you submitting your ass over. Then you'd want anal too. I'm sure you'd love that. You always talk about it
What
like my
the
dick's put up
fuck?
your ass. I do not ever talk about that. You'd just let it happen. You'd probably smile too. Dalmatian just took my ass to fuck. Sorry, chat. This is what he's sending me, people.
That
Stop
is
believing the
delusional.
bullshit.
That's
Oh
that's
my
bad.
God.
That is bad.
This man is not an innocent angel. He's deliberately fucking with me on a spiritual
wild.
level.
Ruby,
Yeah, there is
you thought I
something
was the
wrong with
worst
him
one?
in the head.
You
Like,
still
sick
think that
people
I'm the
act
worst
like-
one?
Oh my God, Parro, this isn't about you. No one ever said you're the worst one. Oh my God.
Ruby, I never said any of those things to you when we were beefing.
I know
I
it.
didn't.
So, in fact, you handled your emotions better than D-Dog, which is crazy. But yes, okay, I'll give you a point for there. But what he's saying about me, he's misrepresenting the fuck out of it, and I'm getting really sick of it. And I think it's disgusting. I think it's fucking disgusting.
Well, that's what happens to people that is struggling of, finding somebody that they love. But I told Dalmatian, like, he may not feel it right now, but it takes time for him to think for himself and just focus on himself until somebody accept him for who he is.
Yeah, he
Like,
should
it takes time,
figure his
Dalmatian.
own shit out, as do
How am I going to accept Dalmatian Dog for what he is if he's going to do this shit?
Exactly. It's like every
he's
time
gonna
I
continue.
think it's chilled out, he just revs it back up again, and then people are coming to me like, "Why are you so mean to D-Dog?
Okay, so I'm not
D-Dog's just being romantic." Like,
Ruby, I'm not defending D-Dog in any way, but
I know, I'm not saying like you, but a lot
a
of
lot
people
of
yesterday
men-
in chat were doing that. Like,
a lot of men are fucking hopeless, like including me. Like, we want a
those are the
partner,
Sorry.
and you not being in a D-Dog, if I was in his position in a weird, like psychotic kind of way, I guess I could understand where he's coming from.
Yeah, me too, man. Like I said, Dalmatian,
I've literally gone insane over
it takes
romantic things too. I've literally shared in like my own erotomania fucking situation. Like, so it's like no one's above or beneath anyone. It's all, everyone has their own shit. But it's just like a lot of people, and it's not just you, Jim. It's just like people are coming to me like just with very different impressions of the reality of what he's actually sending me, and I'm gonna block him again. I've unblocked, and he would act like, I'm chill out, like, I was just feeling crazy, like, we could be friends. I don't know what I was doing, like, and then 2 seconds later some shit starts popping off, but I did say to him that I thought it was fucking weird that he made a stream that just said Damius is God and like I'm in love with Ruby Spacek. Like that, I think was the exact.
Oh
stream.
yeah, he said that, and I
Yeah.
was like, bro, like what did we talk about?
Well,
I don't know if y'all see my chat, but
in
that's
in his
exactly what
defense,
happened.
all I saw was that I'm in love with Ruby Spacek, and I thought that was romantic.
That is romantic. I wish it was not blaspheming like God at the same time and glorifying a sadist financier. Like it. That's what the issue was. But of course, he makes it. He's going to misrepresent, and make it seem like it was something entirely different. And then yeah, he's unhinged, people. Like I don't know. I just don't even know what to make of.
Wow, you've seen his mugshot. You know what he's done before.
Yeah, and the thing is, I still like D-Dog. I really do. And I
forget what I'm about to say.
I enjoy like being friends with him, and I can tolerate a lot of craziness. I'll get mad, but I forgive quickly. I really don't stay mad at people. But he just over and over and over is like, it's whatever. He can say whatever he wants. Just I wish he would stop lying, and I wish he would stop making, like, he can say whatever he wants about Damius. He's been literally sucking Damius's dick, for a long time. It's just saying Damius is God. I wrote in his chat, why are you saying like Damius is God? The man literally pays people to harass me. So it doesn't even make sense. Why are you glorifying the person who's fucked with me more than anyone? Well, no, maybe like third out of anyone, but like,
Ruby, who you think D-Dog does be getting them insults from? Because those are the same shit that Grace does be telling you. Think about it.
well, Methadone Predator was pretty unique.
Methadone Predator.
Yeah,
is that
that's
a person?
I need to start screenshotting. I mean, the thing is, like, I also really do take it seriously not to release messages. I just read some because I want people to know what's going on. When someone is lying about me, I will debunk it. Okay. And he was messaging me today, like, did you share a message? And I don't. I just, as a policy, do not post messages. I think it's really a violation of privacy, and that matters to me. But if he's going to say he's texting me romantic, and people are like having this impression that he's like sweet talking me when he's, sending me like really angry, like overly sexual and blasphemous things, like that is demonic. Exactly. And it's like to say, he's like saying Damius is closer to the Antichrist, if anything, if he keeps up this whole paying people to be evil gig. But he also does, at this point, since the Thorps don't really make content, he's, he has helped Nikki the other day, and that's why I unblocked my Cash App to help get a transfer to Nikki. But aside from that, I don't want him. I don't want Damius. D-Dog, I hope he can calm down and act normal. Maybe that will never be in the cards, unfortunately. Jim, I'm not mad at you at all. I'm mad at chat. And I'm mad at D-Dog, so I'm sorry that you're the person receiving my yelling, but it just bothers me.
I never once had the impression that you were angry.
Okay, good. Because now I'm like cooling down. I'm like checking for damage control, looking at chat. Like, got a little.
We are going through some damage control right now.
Facts. And anyway, like, even though I'll be extremely critical, I do think there's really something incredibly endearing about D-Dog, and I really do enjoy interacting with him. But it just goes so haywire that I thought it was better to just not have any private communication. Then I unblock him, and then it's just like a barrage of really explicit sexual messages. When I told him that's just not where I'm at right now, and for good reason. Okay, not doing hard drugs, and I'm not fucking. Why can't people just respect that? Anyway,
I used to tell women the same shit back in the day. Like, what the fuck was I thinking?
I mean, it's not even it's a male or female thing. Everyone is just crazy, and I'm crazy too. I'm saying it as a crazy peer, but anyway.
Everyone can be crazy sometimes.
Danny says, Ruby, give me T-Dog's number.
It's life.
And I'll calm him down real quick. You're playing too many games with these weirdos. I don't recall entering a game. I think this is just what happens, like a chemical reaction when you get enough insane people around. So I'm not trying to do any game or anything, but I can see if I'm a confusing person, so I've had people be confused by me my whole life, you know. But
I think
even though it's a funny idea, dancing, I don't know. We'll see if it gets worse. But I mean, I'm just gonna block him again if he's
I
I
think
don't
Kel,
see Matt.
I think Kel can be the perfect fit, perfect woman for Dalmatian. What do y'all think? Do y'all agree?
Kel's
Kel,
already in a relationship.
Yeah,
mate.
Kel's, and I don't see that match. I
Wait,
think they would
who?
actually not Ruby's.
That's a big question. With who?
Why
Lalo?
isn't Kinetic Kel's boyfriend broadcasted with her then?
Well, I understand that because a lot of
Exactly.
my friends don't want to be anything near streaming, especially after all the Thorpe stuff and the doxing and the threats and everyone who I interact with being attacked by them too. It's definitely put people off. So I understand that could be a reason, or maybe he doesn't exist. But I believe Kel. I don't have any reason to think she's lying.
Not
If she has
everyone
a
wants to be on
boyfriend-
camera.
True.
If she has a boyfriend, then why the fuck is she all up in man's panels? That I don't get it.
Well, hopefully they're in some
that's
kind
the
of
case.
open thing. A lot of people are in more open relationships, or like kind of situationships are more common now. So
Greg
Equals
one is
prevent.
the
But
only
I feel like
panel
I so
that
explicitly am
Kel
not
does be in.
like we're in this constant imagery and language that I put out, you know. I just don't think I do. I get that e-girls do that. They try to. I'm not trying to get any
Shout out
like
to Craig.
you know, Dalmatian offered to buy me a bracelet. I said, fucking cancel it. I said, no, I don't want any material from him. I said, stop fucking donating. Like, I don't want any money that's going to come with a crazy fucking price tag, you know, that is berating me and expecting to control my content, you know? I don't know. I'm hopping off today. Respectfully, Ruby, is it possible you need some degree of chaos in your life? Absolutely, yes. Yes. Yes, because I was used to a very extreme lifestyle. My lifestyle lately, it's like incredibly like normal, and I love that. But you know, I definitely insert myself into crazy situations and interact with people that normal people would run away from. And this is the pattern of my whole fucking life. You know, I've had homeless people living with me for like a year. The things I just struggle to stay mad. You know, I really struggle to stay mad, and it's great, but it's also if I pay you, I own you. It's just like Tamius owns D-Dog. It's just all crazy. Anyway, let's go back to this video. I'm popping off like crazy.
All of these people came from my community. These are all my fans. He's very possessive. So even though his fans are fans of other people that he hates, he regards them like as his fans or something. And so all of these people just leached off of him. They grew off of him, but this is all his doing, right?
Yeah.
So even though I wasn't on board with Progressive Victory, are they Vosh fans? Well, Vosh is basically me. Those are all just from my community, actually.
It's all downstream, guys. It's all.
I know D-Dog didn't offer money for sex, but he said he was ordered a bracelet for me, and I told him not to because I don't want to accept anything like that. And I'm also just not, you know, I'm not looking to exploit men for money at all. You know, I just am not. If you're someone who's thinking you're gonna fuck me for donating, I think if people enjoy the entertainment and want it to continue, that's the reason they should donate. In the same way that I donate to channels, I want their entertainment to continue and to be of better quality. You know, and that they can have the funds, you know, it's so that I, you know, can work less hours at the bookstore, so on and so forth.
It should be more worthy than just fucking. It should be like anything, like positivity involved, if you know what I mean, Ruby.
Sorry,
like more than just fucking.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing. Is he's like, oh, I'm so romantic, and it's like he is a very like passionate person, and I appreciate that about him. And we do have like some similar thought patterns, so it's like I do like interacting with him, and there's this reason I keep on blocking him, but you know, it's I don't know, it's seeming like this isn't gonna change, and that's just gonna keep having this crazy reaction in him, any level of interaction. So it's just unfortunate.
It's all things he's built. Okay, I think I've heard him talk about that. How like, oh, even with Vosh,
Because
like,
there
Vosh
are-
just built off of me. Yeah.
There will be shared viewers, shared fans, and they'll never be identified as anything but his community.
Yeah, but they do that to themselves sometimes too. They can't not defend him like everywhere.
Yeah,
They just
that's true.
automatically do it. So
That's true. Well, that's because their streamer just hates, presenting himself as a victim.
I guess so.
I've had every single person around me basically doxed into non-existent, such that my studio downstairs is now currently a drag waste of money, right? Because even the guy that I was doing the podcast with was getting harassed so much that like he has to back down. I have to the left of me people like Hassan Piker are just straight.
Was that Dan?
Yeah, he's talking about Dan. And it's like, what happened where Dan backed away? I forget what happened. It seemed like there was an event that happened where Dan went, whoa, this is too much.
I think it was specifically a Willie Mac video saying I reported
Destiny to the
feds. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
What's up, TJ? Welcome.
Hey, what's good?
Welcome. And Patience is here to deliver a message from Papa War Chief.
What up, BP? Big Patience.
What's up, Big Patience?
Yeah,
What's
shout
up,
out to
TJ?
Big Patience.
Good to see you.
Yeah, you too. Did you have anything you wanted to say, or did you want to just hang out and watch this?
No, I'm flowing with you. I'm absorbing what's going on here and just trying to get you know what I mean, the full picture before I say anything.
Yeah, there's a lot of it's just the result of insane people interacting. It appears.
I could tell you that D-Dog stuff is crazy though, because like anytime men do something like that, there's an expectation. Like it's like, oh, I get you these clothes or I get you this nice jewelry or something. Like you're coming over to my house and we're getting together. You get what I mean? And it's like I can sort of understand like a relationship with that when you're like seeing the girl, she's coming over, you're having fun with her, this and that. You're not paying for the stuff, but it's just sort of like, here, I like you. I enjoy my time with you. Here's a little treat.
Yeah,
That's all it's supposed to be. It's not, oh, I get you this thing and now you're mine and I own you. I don't know where that comes from.
Yeah, he's very
That's called,
rigid
like,
and bizarre
controlling
in some
type
of his thinking. But
That's like controlling type shit.
and Jeremy's backstage, but Jeremy, if you can be a normal contributor, but if you're gonna be an
could bring
agent of
him up.
chaos,
What, a white knight?
oh my god, you're so true. Also, who's white knighting for who? People, if anything, were white knighting for D-Dog. We're being chill.
I'm
Oh
confused.
my god.
Like, what the
I knew
fuck
he was
is
just gonna
going on?
come project his own weirdo stuff. I can't do it right now, Jeremy. You could stay backstage, but I'm not bringing you up right now, Jeremy. I just can't do it. All right, I'm ready for the temperature to go down. Anyway, but thank you for coming up. I hope you're doing well, TJ. What do you think about this rapture stuff?
Oh, the rapture stuff. So no man knows the day or the hour.
Mhm.
And that's the thing, right? Prophecies have lined up. Like, I'll give you an example. Passover was the time that Jesus was given up on the cross, and he was what? Called the Lamb of God and the Passover Lamb. So yes, sometimes prophecy lines up with biblical events like Jesus, coming and dying on the cross, which we now have Passover, but also Easter, right? On when he rises. But that doesn't necessarily mean that Feast of Trumpets, which is the 22nd and the 23rd, that doesn't necessarily mean that the rapture is going to happen then. And
I kind of hope it doesn't, because I want more time. I'm still hanging out on Earth right now, and I'm like,
We all want more time.
not to say I for sure have a ticket to heaven or anything, but like,
I'm hoping I'm going to heaven. My salvation
right?
has
Like
got
that's
me
scary thing about
questioning
you.
lately.
Like, oh my gosh. Like,
But
We
I
don't know
will
what
say
we're doing.
this. I will say this. There's going to be a lot of people that once the 23rd rolls around and they're still on Earth, they're going to be like, God, I thought you said you would take us up. And they're going to leave the faith, and they never were of the faith. Because if you leave the faith, it says you were never really truly were of us. So people's faith, I believe, is going to be
That's a
tested.
good point. True.
Wait, D-Dog saying he bought me things? Like, he's donated a couple times to the channel, but I've donated way more to his channel, so it's so insane. Any narrative, like, and I hate that he told people I was like exploiting him for content or money when We weren't
You
even. He
deny
wasn't
his
even
gift?
on the channel, and I didn't expect. I've told him not to. So
Don't you
kinda
attract the men with like the mom issues?
I think it's a lot of people I met through, I got into streaming through Grace, so it's like I picked up
Which
a
is
lot
the
of the
biggest
people
mistake.
she left behind, and a lot of them are fucking crazy, and I'm crazy too. So it's like attracts like, I don't know what it is.
And
Honestly,
Grace is a Dusty. The Dusty that fucks her dad.
he's claimed I want. Yeah, he claims. That's the thing is he twists reality to be whatever it is, and it's like as
You
long
were
as people
never
are
like that.
Yeah, I'm just not.
I
a
could
super,
say for the past year I've known you, you've never been like, oh, people buy me things. You've never
Yeah.
really been like that.
No, I'm just really not. I'm a thrifty person. That's just more my aesthetic, and what I'm into is like, I don't know. I just have never been like, well, I want my followers to buy me diamond bracelet, and I'll pretend to be in love with them so that I can get a bracelet. Like, no, dude. Like, I have a job. Like, I work. I make money on YouTube. I don't need, anyone to fucking buy me a bracelet.
And who the fuck?
That was.
And who the fuck pretends to
Wizard
be
of
with a woman?
Oz says Dalmatian Dog just told Discord that he's paid someone to swat you.
That's crazy.
Yo, that's wild, right there.
And then the
Like,
sirens go by at the exact moment he says that.
Dalmatian, are you good? Are you watching this?
Dude.
Like, can you come up and
Better
explain?
not.
Wizard of Oz, I don't know if I fully trust him as a source, but
I don't know if that's true though.
It'll at least be good content.
true.
Ruby
No,
getting
not having
swatted.
machine guns pointed at her head because they think
It
there's a
would
big
be.
problem.
I know, so like I'm here for it. Hey, what's up, Patience?
Yo,
BP is in the house.
What's good?
what's good, guys? I tried to get on with my other phone so it would be better quality, but it did
Oh no,
not.
it's fine actually.
I'm
The
here
quality's
chilling, fam.
decent. It's not that
Yeah,
bad.
good to see you again.
Good
Yeah.
to see you too.
Live from Hawaii.
Yes,
Big
sir.
Patience.
Live from Hawaii.
That way
So
you
you're
are
from Hawaii?
in Hawaii right now.
No.
Oh.
I'm in LA. We got the here it
Los
is.
Angeles.
They're coming, Ruby. Isn't Wizard of Oz grossly the one who doxed me? I can't keep everyone straight. So,
They just tried
wait,
to
Patience.
scare
What's
you
the
up,
message
Ruby.
from the Papa War Chief? What is
Oh
going
yeah, my
on?
bad. My gimbal's freaking out. Hold on.
Oh
I
no,
gotta
you're fine. You're fine.
find a good place for the lighting. I shaved and I'm scared of how ugly I look.
Dude, I'm a lighting fanatic too. I feel like the wrong lighting angle, and I look like 80 years older, and I'm like, bro, I'm not ready.
Yeah.
For this angle.
Yeah, facts.
We gotta
Okay,
eat like
I think,
lighting.
I think we're good
we're
right
around
here.
the same age, so the lighting matters. We find our lighting.
And I just shaved, so it's like yeah.
You look great. You look great.
Yay! That was a good call yesterday. We were trying to figure out if I should shave when I go meet Papa Warchief, and when I walked in, his face was clean.
Oh yeah. Wait. So
Clean.
yeah, what's going on with So are you going to his next like content hosting?
Hopefully. I mean, I would be down.
Yeah.
I'm down, but he wanted me to extend the message to you that he likes you and that he feels really bad for what happened at the Vegas house, and you're like one of the only people in the sector that he actually like could trust or
Dalmatian?
is into.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
he was like, Ruby, he was like, all those people they came, it was a disaster.
I mean, I wasn't exactly on my best behavior, but I mean, if he was watching, he probably saw the context that a lot led up to me and Lalo fighting. But
yeah, and he told
How
me
did that
that
happen, Lalo?
He told me that was you good, bro? He told me that was incited by our favorite mom
father-daughter coupling.
Yeah, so apparently it was incited, and we had a dinner last night. Whatever we talked about and stuff, it's like with the content house and stuff, I have no idea what's going on. to be completely honest. I don't. Adam's gonna be the one in charge of all that stuff, you know, and like I'm just here to be the, as Crack says, a good dichotomy to the whole vibe. Like everybody's bugging, Paces is gonna be the same every time. You know what I'm saying?
You would. I mean, maybe. You know, I'd be more open to doing like a house like that again if I knew people going. Because the last time, the only person I knew was Lalo, and I knew he was going to be an op, but I just didn't think he'd go as far as, you know, they went.
Upload.
You know.
Oh, see, I got muscle, and I was thinking like just like having them around would probably keep things calm inside the house if I was there. I got real muscle out here. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Where just the presence, the type people where just the presence of them around has men acting correctly.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That really does change. And there just wasn't, you know, but it was a disaster house, but you know, I appreciate that he enjoys the content, and I was under the impression that he was like, you know, buying Lalo's version, and you know, so I'm glad that he was able to see through that, because it was a really crazy, you know, it's a setup. The Thorpes wanted me to get arrested, and they knew, you know, that going after my brother, it still, you know, that wound hurts me, and I get reactive, and it's not okay to be violent, but you know, it was a very bizarre situation.
Nah,
Twisting the knife in the wound.
Adam's dad doesn't fuck with Grace or Ben. Why? Because they've taken advantage of him and his like generosity too much.
Yeah.
Apparently there was, you know, money sent for a concert for her and Adam, and then she spent it on a hotel, and they sent him that. I was like, that's why everybody's saying everyone in this sector are scammers and stuff like that. Is because they actually do act like scam and say, I'm going to show up and then get money. And
they've done this over and over, and it's crazy that, you know, they still get new audience flowing in ever, but I've seen them so many times raise money for something they don't do. You know, they'll say like, oh, I'm going on this podcast and I need $3,000 for a hotel. And then next thing you know, they're in the RV, they're staying in the RV. They're driving to a different state. They're not on the podcast.
And
they never were. You know,
and they got their Taco Bell.
Exactly. You know, and I hope that they can change and be more, you know, sufficient.
That's all
people,
I want. I'm like, people change.
Yeah.
Unforgiving. Fuck the Thorpe cord and the trash that lingers in it.
Dude, I mean, I've been banned from there, thank God, but like, it's happily banned from there. I don't think I would try to go back, because it's very, very dark space. Hey, what's up, Coder?
What's up, gang?
What's up?
You are?
How we doing?
Now we got a lot of others on the panel.
What?
Really?
Wait, but we were just talking about. I'm just gonna mute.
I'm on a. Oh fuck! I left my phone back there.
Sorry. My brain gets confused in there. I'm just gonna mute Patience for a second.
Follow you.
Anyway.
Yes, we got the dog.
Yeah, we got Umbria on here.
Star. He always has that face like. He reminds me of my friend's dog Delobo, who I'm actually gonna see. She's just like that, but like white. I'll see if she'll let me show him on camera. Take a picture of Delobo.
Yeah, I'd love to see him.
Yeah, very cute, very precious.
He's the best.
What's the deal with the hamster? No, you're keeping us hanging on that hamster. What's going on with it now?
The hamster's doing great. I feel like I post him like all the time. The thing is, I don't bring him on stream and I'm like chain smoking and he's gonna like run off somewhere. So I don't bring him on stream as much, but he's doing amazing. I just saw him. I put his food out. I got a little video of him eating because it was really cute. But
yeah, that one short you posted, he looked so scared when you dropped something. I thought you dropped him.
Oh no, I've never dropped him. Thankfully. I mean, I'm a clumsy person, but wait, what stream did he look scared in?
It was like the one short where you had him on like your hand and then you like turned around to go do something. You came back and like there was like a loud noise and the hamster just looked.
Oh yeah, he just looked loud noises, but he's never been dropped.
No, I never thought you dropped him. It was just a loud sound scared him.
Yeah, I
Ava.
want to be clear about that because the Thorpes say that I throw him around, and I would never hurt an animal.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah.
How can they
Well,
say
they
these
lie
things?
about me constantly. They say,
But
I'm
if you had
with the hamster.
if you had 3 of them, would you try to juggle them? Like,
Oh my
let's be real.
God. The thing is, like, I'm, very sensitive about animals. I've always loved animals. I've been vegan since I was like 14, aside from a lapse of eating cheese for like 2 years. But I've always, I don't know. So that bothers me. And I feel like someone else, 666 writer 666 who disappeared, but there was a video where I was trying to help a raccoon and he told people a complete lie that I hurt the raccoon and set it up. Just like ridiculous stuff, but
That's reckless. That's crazy.
yeah.
I don't think anybody that actually knows you would think that you would do something like that, though.
Yeah, I just have to hope for that at this point and just be flattered that people talk about me at all, as a streamer. So
That part. That part.
yeah, I try to just be like, you know what? Like, yeah, at least they're like being so ridiculous. It's like most people don't believe it, but some people do, but it is what it is. Then it's just a matter of winning them over. So
Well, it drives the right people to you, and it drives the wrong people away. So
exactly,
there you go.
Mhm.
It's like a filter. It's
is.
like the Ben and Grace Thorpe filter. And here's the thing, like Grace, I feel like she doesn't even truly feel the way that she's saying. I think she's like looking at everything through the lens of her dad. And she's like, oh, well, my dad would agree with this, or my dad would say this. And she's like
absolutely.
programmed. She's programmed by Ben.
That's facts, dude. That's facts.
I think that's true a lot of the times. I feel like their differences shine through from time to time. But I hear what you're saying.
You gotta get her alone with just chat, and like a whole different Grace appears. And it's like, I like the Grace when it's just her in the chat, honestly.
Yep.
And she's not being influenced. And we're like, well, this is the real Grace. You know what I mean?
This guy loves cheese. He's obsessed with it.
Oh, cheese can be addictive on like a biochemical level. It releases something similar to opiates, and I believe it because I went through a phase of like eating cheese and like feeling like I was semi hooked on it. But I'm off.
There's something about that cheese for sure.
We got Jim back on the stage. Welcome back. And we've got celebrities in the chat. We got Dalish. We got Ava. We got all my favorite celebrities. I love to see it.
So
the whole
big
gang.
patience. I've heard about you from OPC. I'm not like a reputable streamer or whatever. I don't stream, but apparently I'm gonna sneak through the ranks and maybe I'll see you at the content house here in LA.
Are you
All
okay?
right.
So you're the gym that's here in LA.
I'm in North Hollywood. Yes, sir.
You're the actor.
Bro, now I want to go. If
Okay,
Patience
that's-
and Jim, like that would be different for me because I know I said I would
That's
never
what's
do a
up.
house by Papa War Chief again, but now everything changed since I know he likes me. And if people I know went and it was more clear what the situation was, and Lala wasn't
Everybody
there and there was
knows
no
you.
Thor Pops, but I don't
What's
know.
the
Yeah, I
deal
mean,
with Lalo, anyways? Like,
Man, fuck that motherfucker.
Fuck
Yeah,
that
sorry-
fruitcake in general.
Sorry
He's a
you had
weird
to
one.
see me like this. I've had like 3 drinks this morning. Today was
Wait.
a special occasion. I don't usually drink like
Who's
this.
talking?
Oh, you're fine. No, that's Jim talking.
Oh, okay.
And that's
Wait,
fine.
guys.
I've had some pits of weed. I've got my weed pen somewhere around here. So
Dude, I haven't had shit. I am raw dogging this morning.
Rata, it's tough
That's a
raw
good one.
dogging reality
I got
sometimes.
my lucky strikes in my bad mood. Yeah.
Oh yes, let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm a Pepsi Zero.
Yo,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
wild.
can I say something about the content house stuff?
Sure.
Guys, rather than like just destruction and the like, what's up with this sector and breaking doors? Like Squeeze like to break doors, Prawns, everybody's breaking doors. No more like doors.
That's just a weird like kick crowd. Like it's
What
like
do you
yeah,
mean
I
by
think you
that?
would just your people would be more like on YouTube than Kick, because Kick, everything I've seen on there, it's like funneling people to gambling, funneling people to OnlyFans, and fighting domestic violence, toxic relationships. That's what it trends on Kick, you know. And
Okay.
Because
YouTube, there's more like actual channels that aren't like as based on that, but I mean, it
And
exists
money.
everywhere.
Money
Family
goes far
friendly.
on Kick. Kick is a very money streaming app with Mr. B's. We're gonna donate 8 million. Me, Aiden Ross, and XQC are gonna donate 8 million to water, and we're gonna talk to rich people, and we're gonna gamble. And I'm Drake, and I'm gonna gamble $1 million in Bitcoin on this. That's Kick, right?
Yeah.
And like with Twitch, YouTube, all that stuff, I'm sure that if Kick had an essence of that, they wouldn't mind. So I've been watching Mafiathon, I've been watching Speed, I've been watching all the streamer homies, Black Boy Max, all that stuff, and I've been watching what they do. And when there's a house, it's not like, oh yeah, we're all gonna get in this house and destroy it. It's like you got a spin wheel, you got fun games that have an essence of destruction.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 5 subs and you got to sit in the chair and play the game, or 10 subs and you play the game where you put the helmet on and motherfuckers hit you with a noodle. You know what I'm saying? That's the Kai Cenat little game. I'm sure you could come up with millions of games where it's fun and personalities can shine and arguments will happen and all that will like come to life without it just being, oh, let's fuck shit up. Like that's the thing with the conversation yesterday is he's not trying to have nobody come into a $5 million house and destroy that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, at the house I was at, it was everyone there. I mean, you know, G Mommy ran up in my face like within minutes of me being there. There was just like some really out there streamers.
Well, before you go there, someone stepped through the door. It was the
autistic Justin Bieber.
Through the door.
Oh, okay. I was like, there's like a lot of sound effects all of a sudden.
G Mommy.
Yeah, that's my shit too. My
autistic
bad. I feel like
Justin
my connection isn't good. Is it all right now?
Yeah, no. Well, the video is gone, but we can hear you better. It was just kind of.
Oh shit! And it shows me that the video isn't gone. Let's see. Am I back?
Yeah,
no.
you are.
Nope. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, looking great.
That was a great take. Big Patience. You would make the perfect mediator in the house.
Exactly. You know? I fully agree with that because it's a lot of streamers are like kind of like crazy intense personalities, and that can be part of the dynamic. There's gonna be drama, but that can't be everything. There has to be like meat to the meal, you know.
Yes, exactly. It's natural. It's like if me and you are going at it because it's like, no, you cheated, God, and then it get a little bit spicy. Yes. This makes sense.
Yeah.
But if we're just going for let's bother the lady, let's try to make out with people, let's bother people, let's try to be the edgy thing that Kick is. Even the fucking Kick owner is telling you not to identify with one fucking platform and just like, you know, like you're not trying to be on like a team. It's like stream as if you're streaming everywhere. And what you don't realize is that
no one wants to end up like Vitaly in a prison stuck in a third world country, right?
100%. And like
it feels like it's like forced crash outs. Like people are like they're trying really hard to do like the biggest like downfall of their just for that moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but people
don't
know
realize
what a genuine crash out looks like and what one faked looks like. There's a complete difference. When someone's like truly crashing out, you just see it in their body movements. You see it.
Yeah,
in
I'll
their
show you guys
eyes.
a crash now.
Completely losing.
Watch long enough, you'll see.
Yeah, no, for real. Crash out's not it. When you crash out like on the joke fly, like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna say all this. That's not a real crash out. Is another fucker broke mentally and is crashing out on you.
Yeah, crashing out is like a schizo moment. You know, you're literally going schizo.
Yeah, or murder or whatever it is.
Yeah, or if it's at the point of violence or like,
right, beat people up, whatever.
I've definitely
Which we disavow.
Who mainly watches this platform that we're on right now and Twitch is kids, bro.
I know, it's so
14,
evil.
12, 8-year-olds. As soon as they get an iPad, where do they go? YouTube Shorts. They don't have an Instagram. Where do they go? YouTube Live. And you realize why something won't grow when you're being fucking disgusting is because YouTube's watching, Twitch is watching. There's a reason why you can't smoke And there's a reason why Kick is what it is. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, if you're edgier, then you can come here. But that doesn't mean you have to just be on some bullshit to be on. Or since you're on Kick, that means that you gotta be on bullshit. No.
Grace is not even.
No, you
edgy
don't
at
have
all.
to be out of pocket, but here's the thing. Kick loves it. Kick loves it when there's people just doing things they
Cops.
honestly shouldn't be doing.
Someone calls the
But
cops.
you
everyone
get
tries to
suspended
get-
when
greedy
you
for the
when
money.
you get your account suspended when you record a fight.
They're very like you can show a certain amount, and the streamers and Kick all profit off of it during the moment. They profit off of all the drama it generates, but they will, if you are showing violence repeatedly, they can ban your account. And if something's like explicitly violent, like there's blood or something like that, they can put you on like probation or suspension. Welcome, Gobbledy.
Hi.
Hi.
I just wanted to. Hi, everybody. Hi. Happy fall.
Hello,
Today's the
what's good?
first day of fall.
Oh shit! It's
Pumpkin spice
officially
lattes
over.
are good today.
Hello, Gobbly.
Yeah.
Happy
Yeah.
Is that why the
pre-rapture.
rapture's happening tomorrow?
Okay. So the last night of summer, Jim had a really nice stream going. Oh yeah, big ups for the pumpkins. He had a really nice stream
Halloween
going.
is
He had
coming
a
up.
guest on that celebrated the last day of summer with made some hot dogs on stream. That was nice. And I
Made
wanted
some
to
hot
say
dogs on
to Jim about big patience
Wait,
on
who did that? I don't even
uh,
remember people
NC
making
John.
hot dogs on stream.
Yeah, NC John made hot dogs and ate them on stream. Yeah.
Okay.
But what I wanted to say about you guys being in LA is on Spud's stream, we watched the video of Lalo riding on the scooter with Grace.
Oh,
And I'm
fucking
like,
A, man.
man, this camera work is so good. And Get Crack said, yeah, that's Big Patience doing that. He's really good. He makes videos and
What
stuff.
the angle of his dumper?
He ran away.
Oh, not
Put him on
just
the
not
spot.
just that. Not just that.
But like
There's
it takes
watch
skill
it.
to hold a camera
Watch
to
that
know
video footage sometime.
know
It's
who-
really
who to
good.
Put it on. Like if he has good instincts for that. Because if
That's
you're
a
creative in one
Titanic.
field, that often will bleed out into other fields. So I agree. There is like a talent there.
Ruby, that's a Scootenic, not a Titanic. A Scootenic. They
Yeah,
use the
yeah,
scooter
so-
like they're in the Titanic movie.
That's
The artistic Rose and the artistic Jack Dawson.
This
Right. My
That's
point
dope.
of that
for
is
cause
the
Lalo to,
camera
like,
work
get an
is
eating
really
disorder.
good. Hi, BB. And
So was
then
he, like-
I would
Was
want
he, like,
patience to know.
panning the video like to
Yeah,
And that's
it's
the
really good.
artistic Jimmy
You
Jane.
should look at it. It's not just. It goes on for a couple minutes, and there's turning corners. There's a long view of the streets. It's really nice.
Ha.
And about Jim, two big patients, I would say, is Jim is an actor, and he'll do skits. And I don't want to call it wholesome, but very good natured. And I think you guys could really make some great content together with that. And that's all I wanted
I would
to
watch
say.
the hell out of that. I would love to. I mean, especially if they do the content house, that would make me more inclined.
Yeah,
to.
yeah. It wouldn't be a bunch of degrading crap that we've
Yeah.
seen lately. It would be
Seriously, like
uplifting.
yeah,
Well,
something
that's
more
like the new
ruble-y,
thing, isn't it? Like
ruble-y
content
was,
houses with a bunch of chaos and with a bunch of people doing crazy stuff. Like, isn't that like the meta right now? Everybody's trying to do that. Yeah, because I've seen content houses. What do they call it? The Mold House in New York City.
Oh
And it's
yeah,
these-
I've been told about that. Yeah.
yeah, you've seen that, right? Like they basically my buddy Alex, he did a documentary on it, but they basically get drunk, they get wasted, they go on stream, and then they cause a bunch of bullshit and a bunch of problems with each other. And that's like the entire thing. That's like all they do. They're not like inspiring
wholesome.
anybody. People want to see
Right.
the
They're not
train wreck.
creative. I don't know about them specifically, but I just see people that are bored and are boring. So they're like, let me just set some shit off. Whereas, it doesn't have to be that way. With just a little bit of creativity,
Exactly.
a little bit of effort, Anyhow, that's all I wanted to say. Thanks a lot, you guys. You're doing a great job, Ruby. Don't let the bastards get you down.
Oh, thank you. No,
Gobble,
we always love seeing
Gobbledy,
you in
that's a
chat.
great take.
Yeah,
Appreciate
your
you.
panel's going great.
Yeah.
Shows.
I've been having some bopping panels lately, so I appreciate people coming up and on. And I agree with Gobbledy. I think that's a great idea. I always forget you guys are in the same area. You know, I think that'd be interesting.
I mean, area, but not really.
Or like someone.
What's good, gang? We rocking and rolling. Good morning.
It's popular. And so
I'm hanging out. Y'all, I know y'all know.
Correction of Lalo.
You trying to make a cameo real quick?
Oh, yeah,
We'll get a real celebrity on.
Oh shit! Hey,
Real celebrity on the celeb stream.
What's up, y'all? What's up?
Is that
y'all?
Dave Chappelle?
We're celebrating
No,
the
that's
first day of fall.
motherfucking Zay
or
Hill
fall.
figure from.
I'm Rick James.
Yes, I know.
That's Zay Hill figure from Juju on that beat. Juju on that beat. Juju on that beat.
Juju on the beat. Oh, okay. That's nice.
Shit's pretty cool. I wanted him. He was kind of having a I don't know. He just was like on like a low energy tip on some like recovery type shit. When I wanted to have him pop in for the Celeb Sunday anniversary. But he was on because that would have been great. But we got it still. Season 2.
Yeah.
We got a real one in here.
Yesterday's episode went like very fetchingly. It went very well. I was really happy to see everyone and everyone coming on panel, and then even Stevie came back with the camera on for the first time. There was a lot of wild moments. Then Lauren De Laguna was on, so that was
for real. Shout out to
Yeah.
Stevie for that.
yeah. Stevie cammed up.
Yo, I need to lock in with Jim on some shit.
I guess
Well,
every,
Jim-
Lock
For
in
sure.
with Jim, bro. You
I
out
guess
here?
every motherfucker on YouTube
I
wants to cam up nowadays for some reason.
Jim's a
If you're on
rising
chill
starlet.
shit, you
of
got
Voight.
chill vibes, man. If that's what you want, bro, I'm 100% down to collaborate. Like, if you're not on some crazy
No, he's spiritual
drama
and chill.
farm shit and
You know,
actually
no.
using your intellectual property to make entertainment, that's fire.
I
Exactly.
appreciate it.
That's why when I
so-
find someone who's like, you know, who isn't so crazy, I like latch onto them like, come, we need to congregate, okay? Like, and do something
Yo,
different.
facts. I didn't understand you at first, Ruby, but now I fucking get it because holy shit.
That's a
Like-
common experience, so yeah.
That's dead ass.
I
I'm like,
appreciate
why
that.
are they what? And then it makes sense. They were being two-faced, and then Grace is a Scorpio doing her manipulation tactics on me, and I'm a nice.
She can't even do it right.
Yeah.
That's the
Oh, she
nice
did it on me too. I was, you know,
And me too.
just
All
a
of
year
us.
ago, hanging out with them, and
We're all
I
victims
saw
of the
them-
Thorpes. Yeah.
Manipulation tactics. Yeah.
We're all,
And she can't even do it properly. That's the
No.
funny part. She thinks she's cooking, but she's not cooking at all.
Yeah, like I didn't forget her calling me a pussy.
She called me a pussy too. Right here is okay.
Dude, if I had a nickel every time
Oh,
Grace
we
called
know
me a
we're not.
pussy.
Forget
I
her
can't-
that I'm a waste of life and I'm going nowhere and all that. And it's like, dude, I stopped
are
and
so
pulled back
evil.
and I really felt some type of way because I really tried. The new wave, bro, of all this shit is to be authentic. And if you're authentically
Exactly.
sporadic and simultaneous and crazy
Right.
and serendipitous, then that works for you.
Mhm.
But if you gotta
that's
fucking
right.
try it out,
You
know what
gotta
I'm saying?
be you.
Thorpe rehab hours.
Facts.
Thorpe rehab hours
That's
is crazy.
It is, yeah. We're all. Well,
My
I
name
love it
is
when
Big
something beautiful
Patience.
comes out of something dark. Okay, I really do. I mean, that's one thing I do appreciate about the Thorpes is that, you know, they introduced me to a lot of terrible people who harassed me in my life, but also some cool people. So we've sifted, you know, the cream of the crop.
Ben even told me, he's like, yeah, I don't understand. It's just we help people and then they get bigger by shitting on us. And I'm like, well, that's fucked up, isn't it? And then fucking 2
They're the
weeks
ones
later,
that
I'm
shit on us.
understanding why everybody shits on them.
I had the same. So many
Finally.
people warned me, and I was like, I wanted to give them that benefit of the doubt, and I don't think that's a bad quality. That is a good quality, and they're very manipulative. They're cunning at that.
Big
You know,
Patient finally
So,
has it. I mean, finally gets it. Realize who the
Thorpe
fuck those
rehab.
dusties are.
Nah,
Maybe
but
that's
for
right. I need
real,
to shit
bro,
on them more.
and-
I guess. I feel like I'm pretty nice about the Thorpes. I mean, I was there before. Like there was anyone to warn me. You know, I mean, there wasn't anything to warn about. Like when I first showed up on the scene. Like, with
I know,
them.
yeah, you're probably at least on this panel what it's the longest, you've known them for the longest time, seen it all,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say I've seen it all because I don't really watch their stuff. I haven't for the past like year and a half or so.
Yeah.
Just like I whenever they like pop up in the algorithm, I'm like, oh, what are they up to now? And,
Yeah.
You know, I don't mind talking to them from time to time. Even like they can be fun like conversation, but
Yeah,
damn,
exactly.
they're toxic as fuck.
Yeah, and they can be like very like talented in the streaming sphere. It's just they let the evil take over, and it's to their own fucking detriment. You know, that's
For
why
real.
they're broke with no power, gaining weight, looking like shit, like aging 10 years in 1 year. You know, it's been brutal for them to the point
It
where it's like
looks
I can't
terrible.
even be mad at it. You know.
Have you
Is that
guys
two
seen
big
Ben
pieces?
lately?
Whoa, what is happening? What the fuck happened?
That was crazy because there's like it looks literally like two.
Yeah, he has a twin brother, I think.
No,
Audio
it
sounds
actually
awesome.
Oh,
does
your
work.
audio's messed up a bit.
Yeah, I think it was better on the other phone. The video, or yeah, it's looking
Big
pretty,
Patience remix.
yeah, it's looking a little digital, but you know. A Thorpe rehab house. That is a funny. I mean, yeah, everyone, we need recovery. And I hope there's recovery from them. I hope that Grace gets out. She's still young. She can still turn everything around. You know, I've turned my life around from trash so many times, you know, at a much older age. So, you know, I don't want, you know.
How
I
many
still hope
times
that-
have people tried to save her from her dad, but they failed?
How many
She
times
don't
have
want to
what?
be saved. Don't save her. She don't.
Oh
wanna
yeah,
be saved, you
exactly. So many. Yeah, there's been many. You know, I didn't even realize the path I was on. It's like it's become a cliche of like, you know, especially like an older female streamer sees her and it's just like, oh my god, like who's taking care of this girl, you know? And I don't know, but they used to like be nice for longer. Now they just crash out instantly. People like, you know, with Miss Hayes, they met for like an hour and then tried to destroy her whole life. Like
a lot of that correlates to their daily living situations. You know, the more rough they're dealing in daily life, the faster they react.
That makes
to
sense.
things.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's probably the most likely explanation I can think of. But Dalish said, I had no idea Radical Coder was part of the Thorpe lore. The lore is a crazy lore. There's been a lot of different people, you know, and yeah, Radical Coder. If you watch like, you know, some old like Shamu videos or
earliest
something,
stuff.
you'll see him in the chat, like some really early chats, you know, just
Yeah.
it
I
seems
did
like
like I did content with them like when Courtney was still around even. Like I like there's a video, I don't know if it's that channel even exists anymore that had it, but like there was a time where I sat down and did like a marriage counseling basically between Ben and Courtney.
bless your soul for that.
Yeah, I mean it was
That's
I took it all like kind of seriously, you know. I was like, you know, you guys like you don't have to I like what do you want out of this? Like how are you gonna like whether you're gonna separate or whatever you're gonna do, like what's the plan for like because you guys have a bunch of kids, like how is like you gotta like put them first in all this, like how are you handling that? And they were just like they like I don't know, they just wanted to do a meme thing about it. Like it could have been a pretty serious conversation, but Ben just wanted to argue with me about politics at the end.
Yeah, he hyperfixates on certain topics, like, and he just always goes back to arguing about them and looping, you know, which is relatable. You know?
I mean, you know, they just doing whatever it takes to try to get the doski. You know, they're doing whatever it takes, and it's like that's actually selling out in desperation. You're, bro. I saw Ben off stream, and he would sit there and be like, sometimes I'd be like, bro, are you okay?
Duh.
It's like, no,
He's
you're
a
not because
disturbed
you're drained as
person, yeah.
fuck from
Very
like
disturbed.
putting on this crash out personality.
He's a grumpy incel. Big Patience. That's who Ben is, a grumpy incel. An incel that thinks
He's obviously not an incel.
I mean,
what's your definition of an incel, Parro? Because I mean,
well, I think he wants to fuck people other than
Everyone knows
Grace,
the
but
definition
I
of an
don't think
incel. Him
so.
talking about him
don't know.
always go crazy on women and you
True.
know judging women. You know, like Ruby, for example. and Ava and all the others. I mean, you still new patients, so like it's gonna take a long while for you to know who Ben really is as a person.
Well,
Bro,
I think
trust me, I think I got an
yeah,
idea
he got
of what's
enough of
going
the
on, brother.
picture. Yeah,
Hey.
some people can pick up. My mom met him for 1 minute and like would not let it go to the point where she searched out their channel. And when she came on their channel and watched it, they were talking about my brother and my mom and going into that whole case and being really disgusting. So I feel so bad that my mom found it, but she just Googled like Ben and Grace incest Rhode Island or something, and it popped up. So
That was
but
gross. And
yeah.
if anybody tries to crash out for real at the content house, like I'm gonna bring Zay with me. And Zay, if Zay crashes out, it's over for everybody. You know what I'm
Who's
saying?
Zay? Zay
Which
Zuda?
day is it?
My guy
Zay
Zay
Zuda?
right
Oh,
Watch
here.
out.
that guy.
Yeah.
For a little
Got his
forewarning,
back.
chat. Watch
I th-
out for
Yeah.
I
Zay
thought they
here.
meant Zay Zooted. I was
That's
like,
what I thought
Right
for a
what?
off.
second too. And I was like,
And then
I'm from Michigan.
that's
Zay Zooted.
Detroit,
There's a random dude
Michigan
from
in
the
the
hood
house.
just sitting behind big patients.
that's his cousin. Wait, you said that's his cousin, right? Or
Did your
am I being
cousin kill
racist?
us?
Nah, that was hella racist. That's not my
Okay.
cousin.
Be careful,
I thought you
guys.
That's my
said
Be
cousin.
that.
We
careful, guys.
look
This guy
nothing
has
alike.
tattoos.
I thought you said that.
We do. We do look alike. This is my brother.
Oh my god.
I can see it.
From a different
I
amount.
And
can't
I don't
see
even
it. I
want to
was
look.
surprised.
Hold on, I'm
That's
just
why.
What the fuck?
I'm just a little chocolate.
I want to bring out another homie too that I'll fucking.
I was left in the oven for a long
If
time.
he get out of control, I gotta call this nigga.
Left in the oven.
We got people. I got Fernando
This who I'm
says he's
calling
gonna
y'all,
fight
man.
for me.
Y'all don't want
so.
him to show up, bro. I'm telling you.
Want no smoke?
Don't want him to. Don't want Shake to show up.
All right.
I'm
Yeah,
telling
bet.
you.
That looks like me after I got out of jail the last time. You lose it all if you don't use it.
Oh
If you
yeah,
don't
for
use
sure.
it, you lose it. It comes
That's
back quick
Rikers.
though.
That's Rikers.
Wow. That's
Bro,
crazy.
I was with him at the mosque and we had to walk through the alley to get to the Starbucks after or to get to the chicken spot after or wherever the fuck we were going, dude. And somebody pressed him about something and they were like, I got a gun. He goes, what kind you got? Let me see it.
Wow.
You know, like most people are like, oh, you don't have to take it there. He's like, man, you fucking lying. Go show me. Show me your gun.
A lot of kids do lie. I've had like people come up on me like in New Haven,
Let me
and
smell
it's
your
like you can tell it's
gunpowder.
like a kid. It's like you don't have anything.
People
man.
make
what
up
type of
stories just
gunpowder
to
you
show
got.
up. That's what
Nah,
it is.
for real.
I want to see
They
what
make
type
stories
of
just to
weapon you
show up.
got.
That was hella ADHD moment.
Pull out your
But
weapon.
I that's why I don't think having any of the
I want to see his weapon.
you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't think having any this dude's gonna be entertaining no matter what, right? I don't think you need that essence of like Grace and Ben incite bullshit so that they can get content that's like that. And you don't have to incite bullshit. All you have to incite is
Ben, no one knows
togetherness
smoke.
with characters.
Exactly.
And then the
So the right
character
characters
shows.
will make it entertaining.
Look at bro. He's on right now.
Look at me.
And it's a character for you. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
there's nothing like going on that's like out of this. You know, he's not smacking me on the back of my head to get the clip. You know what I'm saying? He's a real nigga. He's a real man. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna. It's cool.
Crap.
Yeah, we're on stream. We're on stream. Yeah. But
Yeah, I
like,
could see that.
really inciting niggas to get hit in the jaw and shit is crazy, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's like you don't need to do that. Especially, yeah.
You feel me?
It's not worth it. And you're seeing what's like, it's not even worth it just for like on content level. It's not, you're not going to build a community that's lucrative and going to stick with
I
you.
feel like that's
You're going to catch eyes and they're going to leave. And it's that, it's a short term gratification thing,
It is.
Or
that
you're
quick
gonna catch
attention. And it's like a
eyes, but
drug.
not
I
get a
get it.
good reaction.
Ain't no. There's no.
It's
There's no longevity in it.
There's more clips when it's entertaining, not when it's just fighting. It
I
ain't
agree.
world stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
I
Half
agree.
of the clips come out or drama are just based on lore. Kai Cenat crashes out on Rakai after Rakai gets mad that he didn't give him $50,000 for whatever, and it's like, bro, you're tripping. It's not
That's some
actual
broke
people
move.
like tussling. If you were to ever see that type of vibe on one of those big streams, bet that the person who's in charge would be like, man, fuck, nah, chill out. You know, the crash outs are controlled. You know, if there's a drum set, right? If there's a drum set and you throw a water bottle and shit, okay, you know, and then it hits on the crash and it goes.
Thank you for the sub.
Woo!
Thank you for the sub.
You know what I'm saying? This
Yeah.
makes sense.
Thank you for the sub.
Yeah. He's seen it. He's definitely
That was
seen
funny. Yeah, I'll be watching them streams.
it. Yeah, I guess thank you for the sub.
Yeah. Come on, chat.
My dude,
Exactly.
it keeps turning on fucking face recognition. There we go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we got Dancy on the sun backstage. I'm gonna bring Dancy up, but I am gonna wrap down the panel so I could go. I wanted to react to the sex work debate. But I'm gonna shut down the panel soon. But I do want to bring Dancy up real quick.
I'll take
Yo.
that. I'll take that as
I gotta make a
couple
couple comments.
respectfully exit. You know.
First off, Ben Thorpe is a lot of things, but he is not an incel. Okay, incels are the type of dudes that like to masturbate and shit at the same time, like fucked up shit. Okay, that's what an incel is.
I was about to leave, but now I feel like I got to push back on this. I feel like Ben is a little incel coded. I mean, like,
yeah, I mean, he only has grace, and it's like I think they're open to a degree, and like she wants him to try to fuck someone else, and is let him have a leash for that, but
Ben's a Ben-cell.
I guess he's not technically an incel.
Ben-cell, that's true.
He can't even.
He's a unique.
He can't even.
He's not like other
Ben-
incels, but there's like
Ben can't even pull a disabled woman. He tried to pull Susan, but it didn't work out.
Yo,
Damn. But look, I know Grace can be an
Can y'all
evil
believe
bitch,
that?
but sometimes when I watch their show, I feel so bad for her because I know not just me, but so many heads were trying to like beg her to help her make money, but they don't want to fucking deal with Ben. And Ben knows this. And then when you watch that fucking show, it makes me feel I can't help myself, but I feel bad for her sometimes.
Yeah,
You know?
no, me too.
We
And
all
she's
do.
done the most to fuck with me, and I do still at the end of the day feel bad for the situation because she never got to go out on her own and do what and find and live her potential, and she still can. But Ben is sucking the life out of her. Everyone sees it, everyone says it, and it's just I don't know what it's gonna take for something to change there, but obviously I
don't know about the entertainment business, Ruby, because like once you get that incest rumors and the people can confirm that incest shit, if somebody has a multi-million-dollar entertainment company, they're not going to hire somebody that has incest rumors. They're not even going, not in this day and age.
Together. It's like they could have moved away from that if they didn't stream constantly together with the and confirm it every day. It's like they really could have, they still can. There's so many things that don't make sense. It's like
I gotta say this.
I'm gonna
Grace
see you, Ruby.
is a
Later,
young,
all right, later, Cutter.
beautiful woman that has her whole life ahead of her.
When
She just has to make the right decisions.
Exactly.
And grab life by the balls and understand she's gonna be just good with God. And Ben is not God.
Exactly. And there are people, she wouldn't expect that would support her.
Ben wishes he was
did
God.
go that route, Yeah, exactly. And Ben acts like he's a conduit, but he's given her just completely false messaging, taught her to be hateful, and it's just so I don't know. I've always encouraged her to read the Bible on her own and pray and, just interact with anyone who's not Ben, but
Fuck.
it's very, very
Well,
sad situation.
My message was relayed. I'll go live later and like walk around Hollywood or something, switch it up. I've been at the house every time just on some talk shit. Maybe we'll have to move and groove, but I wanted to relay that message that Adam's dad likes you and he feels very bad for what happened with Lalo, and knowing that it was incited by the Thorpes.
Fuck
He
Lalo.
doesn't fuck with them at
Mhm.
all. It doesn't like them, thinks they're gonna fail. And I honestly, at this point in my religion, the strongest of
always
faith fixes evil with their hands. And the level under that speaks and says that's wrong, and the weakest of faith knows it's wrong and doesn't say nothing. That shit's wrong. So I agree with Adam's dad, and picking on people's fucking insecurities for content to get up in the world is not gonna fucking work.
I mean, they've already failed. They've had so many huge breaks over the years that they could have spun it into something better, but they put in the minimal effort. They thought they would just keep getting money thrown at them, and they're learning a really bad lesson right now. You know, it's a cold world out there. So it's, you know, you got to take care of yourselves, people. But I'm gonna wrap up the panel so I can react to this video about sex work.
Good
as
show,
someone who's
Ruby.
debate topic.
Thank you for having me, Ruby.
Thank you for coming up. Everyone go sub Big Patience and stay
Yeah,
tuned.
man.
You know, obviously I
It's a
appreciate
nice
that
sunny
Adam
day in Los
said that,
Angeles.
and I will definitely be considering, you know, doing it. If the LA house, if you were there, if people who I trusted were there, you know, I would be definitely more inclined to participate. So
I know you're not Muslim, but peace be with you, Shouty.
Peace be with you. Peace be with you.
You got it, dude. If I can be of any help, I will. And I'm not playing no bullshit on camera or off camera. Fucking with women is fucked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming up. Everyone go Big Patience on YouTube and on Kick. And Gamer, thank you for coming up. Parro, any final words? You were the one who started it all. Started all with the link in a Parro. But I love how things, you know, evolve. And I still have a little bit more time to I just want to watch some of that sex work debate. So I want to be the star, people. Let's face it. I need to be the star.
I can't even find his channel on YouTube, but
it should just be at Big Patience. But if you search it 2 separate words, it might be hard to find because it's. But the link, Get Crack has the link in chat, and it's definitely like kick.com/Big Patience. Anyway, thank you for coming up, Parro. I hope you feel better.
yeah, I mean, my final words is thanks for letting me up, Ruby.
All right, thank you for coming
up. Even though like I still haven't sleep yet, but I'm still feeling good, even though I never need sleep. And it's been an honor to see Gobbledygook, you know, pull up here for the first time, you know, since. And to tell you the truth, Ruby, my mind's still blown on what the Dalmatian was telling you, like what you just stated.
Yeah, that was. Oh my god, my brain is so melted, but it's like I do bring this on myself in the spheres that I interact with. Other people run away from these people. I run towards them. There's obviously something wrong with me. But anyway, thanks for coming up, Parro. Oop, didn't mean to cut you
it's
off.
not your fault, Ruby. It's just shit like that happens.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for coming up. Farewell. Ooh. All right, chat. I want to watch the Bonnie Blue thing, and I love that everyone just came up. You know, it's been a lot of really good panels, and there have been times where I put out the link and no one came up. So I appreciate that so many people are participating. I just want to be true to the title and thumbnail and at least watch some of the Bonnie Blue. We watched a couple minutes of Destiny. So now we can watch a bit of this modern day sex work debate between Bonnie Blue, who some of you may recognize her name from having sex with 1,000 men in like one day. I think she set like a record, which is so crazy saying that out loud. But I find it interesting. I have a pretty nuanced view on sex work. I think everyone deserves respect. I think it's disgusting how people treat people who are in that industry. And that's one of the reasons I started debating it in the first place, was I saw so much hate and animosity, and I just think it's misdirected. Although there are issues in every zone of sex work and the adult industry, but that doesn't mean that people who do it have those issues. You know, sometimes I project my experience. Like for me, I just couldn't do it anymore, and it just didn't feel right for me. But it's a personal choice, and that's always what I come back to when it comes to anything sexual. That's just a person's fucking choice, as long as it's consensual and they're not hurting anyone. You know, yeah, she's a predator, and we're to speak for sex workers. I mean, I'm curious because I've never seen her debate. I don't think I've really watched much on her at all, besides seeing obviously the things that made the headlines. But let's see how this goes. It's Bonnie Blue versus someone named Louis Perry on Chris Williamson. He's like a popular podcaster. Let me share this. Would be helpful. So today's the first day of fall too. How cute. So cute. I feel like my background's very fall-y right now. put up the little orange. We're elevating the visual, the hairs. We're doing orange. I just ordered a Halloween costume. So if the rapture doesn't happen in the next couple days, and if we're all still here, you know, obviously I will be going full throttle this Halloween season, and I'm going to proceed as if the rapture isn't happening. But everyone, get right in your spirit. I mean, I don't know. What the fuck I don't know. Don't listen to me about anything. Don't, people. Don't listen to my words. Thank you. Oops, wrong visual.
But I do like that.
All right.
Is your psychology, your personality, what it is about you that's led you to do this?
Yeah.
Because you think
like the start.
Louise, why were you interested in sitting down with Bonnie?
I find it really interesting. I think that a lot of just having talked to women about doing this conversation, the response from so many women is, I think, something like morbid curiosity.
Yeah.
Like interested in you, confused by you.
Yeah.
And wondering, I mean, the main thing that I'm hoping that to learn about you today, because obviously I know about your work, is your psychology, your personality, what it is about you that's led you to do this.
Yeah.
Because I get the impression from having watched interviews with you and so on, that actually, I over the years, I've interviewed loads and loads of women or spoken to loads and loads of women who've been in the sex industry in various ways, whether that's porn or prostitution or brothels, street walking, whatever. And every single case, they've talked about distress, trauma, or having a horrible time, like to varying degrees.
Yeah.
You don't talk about that. And I think that you're telling the truth. I think actually you don't find this work causes you psychological harm.
Yeah.
And I guess I want to find out why. I think that's a really interesting question.
Yeah. No, I think it's good because everyone always assumes. And even when I say multiple times.
Great. That's how you should, like, I don't know. I think that was a great opening. It was very respectful, but also honest. And I feel similarly of like a curiosity because, yeah, everyone experiences their sexuality differently and wants to share different aspects of their life with people and their body. That's all very complicated and specific to the individual. But yeah, it's hard to understand. A lot of women struggle to understand. And I don't know. I thought she posed that very well.
I'm not traumatized. I've not had a bad upbringing. Everyone thinks I'm lying. And it's really not the case. And it's terrible for some people. Unfortunately, they've had a bad upbringing or terrible things have happened. But for me, I've just chosen to do this.
How familiar are you with Louise's work? Do you know what she writes about? Are you familiar with any
No,
of her
I'm
background?
not, unfortunately.
Okay, how would you, what's the 30,000 foot view to explain to Bonnie sort of your philosophical underpinnings?
So I guess I'm coming at this as a conservative.
Yeah.
And I wrote a book called The Case Against the Sexual Revolution. I'm generally critical of the sexual revolution and porn. I worked in a rape crisis centre before I became a journalist, which I guess has informed my...
All sounds very intelligent.
Bless you. And my general view on the sex industry is like very negative. So we're going to come at this from different perspectives. But I do like... I'm guessing that a lot of people listening are going to assume that I'm going to try and like uncover trauma in you, or I'm going to try and like break through the...
You'd waste your time.
And I actually think that's right. And that's part of the reason I'm more interested in talking to you than I would be to say Lily Phillips.
Yeah.
Because I think that Lily, to me and to a lot of people, I think it's clear that Lily is actually suffering quite a lot and is having a hard time.
She seems traumatized.
Right. Which is in a way the less interesting story.
It's more obvious.
Yeah.
And it is horrible. Like, I'm very lucky and fortunate to be in the position I'm in because I'm not traumatized. I'm not upset. I'm not distressed. But I think for a lot of people, and especially a lot of sex workers, they're completely out of their comfort zone, or they're doing things for money and views, or unfortunately they've had a bad upbringing which has led them to be a sex worker. And it is terrible and it is horrible. And it's not always the nicest of industries for most people.
Would you advise Lily to stop?
Yeah. I think if you're going to keep crying and upset and it's destroying your family, there's some things which are a lot more valuable than money and views. The biggest thing in life, and it's so simple, is to be happy. And if you're not happy, why do something? Because yes, you could be driving fancy cars and, you know, you could wear flashy clothes, but if you're not happy, well, then what is it all for? Like, as long as each day I'm waking up happy and I'm going to sleep happy, I'll be proud of myself. Other people might be disgusted in me, and I accept that. But for me, as long as I'm happy, then that's okay.
What bit of it makes you happy of what you're doing?
It's a mixture. There's not one thing. It's not like, oh, it's the orgasm. Oh, it's the money. It's the views. The main part of it is the life I live now, both inside of work and outside. Like, I get to travel the world. I go on trips I would have dreamed of. I get to spend so much more time with my family, and I don't feel disgusting when I'm at work or when I'm filming. I'm surrounded with men which are giving me compliments, and it gives me a massive confidence boost. So there's no set answer of what makes me happy. There's no part of my job I don't really enjoy. Like, yes, it can become tiring, it can be hard work at times, but no one becomes successful or lives a really happy life without facing some challenges.
Would you, I mean, something I've often wondered about with anyone on OnlyFans,
yeah,
is you could presumably have landed a rich husband.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you had set that as your object, you're like, I want to live a luxurious life. Fair enough.
Yeah.
You could have made that your goal to be like the most successful gold digger in the world.
Mhm.
And you would have achieved all of that, the travel, the living somewhere lovely, all of this without the sex side of
I
it.
see them as more of a sex worker than me. Because
on.
they're using their sex appeal. They're using sex to pleasure their partner. Their partner is then going to fund their lifestyle. Their partner is then going to pay for holidays, fancy clothes. They're using sex just like I am. However, I'm not afraid to admit I use sex to get what I want. Whereas those people become very snobby, very uptight. They look down on most people. Yet they're still using their holes to pay their bills. It's just someone else is doing it, but I'm independent.
So you're like the more honest, more authentic version of
For
that.
sure. Like, there's nothing I lie about. There's nothing people call me a slut, slag, whatever, and I accept that. People call me a sex worker because I am. Whereas if I was to say, look, you've married your husband purely for his money, in return you give him sex, they'd be like, no, I'm not a sex worker. If they stop giving him sex, he's going to leave and go elsewhere. But they can't. They need his money.
So is it also the vulnerability? Like I think at this point you've earned so much money.
Yeah.
You're set up for life, I would guess. Whereas I suppose a woman with a rich husband, at any moment he could just pull the rug.
They're on contract.
Yeah. They've got a longer shift than I have. That I could stop. They can't.
Yeah. Do you think you ever will stop?
Possibly, but I don't have a plan anymore. And for most people, that sounds really stressful. But I used to have the most structured life. I knew exactly what I'd be doing on a Tuesday at midday, where I'd be getting lunch from. And now I don't have a plan, because sometimes when you have a plan, you become so fixated on the future, what 1 year looks like, what 2 years, 5 years down the line looks like. And then you dismiss everyday happiness. You become so fixated on what the future looks like. You forget to live your life and live in this moment in time. So I can't say, oh, it's going to be 5 years or 10 years, because it might be in 1 year I no longer enjoy it. So I'll stop. So there's no set plan, and that's okay. I much prefer my life now, even though I don't know what or where I'm going to be tomorrow, let alone 5 years. And you can't always say, like, when you was young, you'd enjoy going to the park. And then when you're a bit older, you might enjoy some other interests. And when then goes to bird watching. Like, it always varies. So I can't say what's going to make me happy now is going to make me happy in 10 years.
Do you think it would be difficult for you to stop, given that you've attached so much of your notoriety and sense of identity to this thing, that if you've made a big song and dance about this is what I want to do, that if you no longer want to do it, there is going to be this social consistency bias, this sort of momentum that's behind you, where you go, fuck, like, every person that said she's not built for it or this isn't going to be right, I'm going to have to now do this U-turn, whether it is self-generated or externally imposed. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That you have this sense of obligation to what you promised in the past about what you wanted right now.
Yeah.
I imagine that even you would struggle. There's going to be a sense of, fuck, like, I've got this weird obligation, identity obligation that I used to have.
I completely understand where you're coming from, but no, because I don't care. I don't really get peer pressured into doing anything. If I think something, I'll do it. And if I don't want to do something, I'm very stubborn and I won't do it. So, and I've always said, I might not be doing it in 10 years. I might be doing it in 10 years. It depends if it makes me happy or not. And even if I sat here today and said, I'm definitely doing this in 10 years, and then if in 5 years I change my mind,
actually made a video about Sasha Grey in existentialism. Oops. Peanut. And the take was, it's like, perhaps, you know, and that was more in my like pro sex work era, but basically it was like taking it to the ultimate path of like really creating your own life and meaning and purpose and desires while rejecting anything that was set forth in front of you, you know. But I don't know if it's hard to say, because I would have said the same thing. Do I regret it now? Yes. So, but not like this deep, like, oh, it's ruined my life that my pussy's online. Like, it probably doesn't bother me as much as it should, but, you know, obviously I think I would do things differently, because I would prefer for that to be something special for a monogamous relationship and not online, and just there is like a level of feeling like spiritually pimped out by yourself. And that's just where I'm at in myself, you know, but everyone has a different path that they're on. And I will try to take people at their word in that, you know, because it's annoying when people tell you what you think and believe just because it doesn't line up what they think you should think and believe. It is possible that she just has like a freakishly high sex drive. Yeah, and luckily I didn't really go. I did like OnlyFans and like solo cam girl stuff, and I did it with my ex a couple times, but I didn't really. I never did porn. I've only ever done, you know, just out of my bedroom, just turning on a webcam and going on ChatterBait. And there was part of me that was sexually excited by that too. I used to like I don't know, there was some like exhibitionist streak, and it just didn't bother me at all. I felt kind of like how Bonnie booted. But I think it was bothering me perhaps in some way I didn't understand, because there was something about it where I felt like I needed to get drunk or high often to perform in the way I wanted to perform or something. I don't know. It just never, I mean, but also you could say maybe I was groomed into the sex industry by, you know, at a young age. Some say that. I don't really think I was, you know, I was 17, you know, when I was a nude house or topless house cleaner. And that only went on, we did like, I think 6 houses, and then it got too scary. So we stopped. I don't think yours and Bonnie's experience is the same as the other one. Well, what I'm saying is that that's not my experience. You know, I'm saying that I feel entirely different now, but I know you can't really follow any level of nuance. So to be expected from Killer Tony, Killer Keemstar.
That's fine, because I'm in control. And the big difference between me and other sex workers is I understand my limits. I understand my body and what I can take or what I can't take. So I'm never left distressed, or I'm never left thinking that was too much for me to handle, because, you know, I sort of know what I can and can't do.
Well, have you ever hit your limit?
Not yet.
Right.
I've been
it's
very
kind of
close
easy.
to.
Okay, tell me about that.
I did a really big scene in America. So I'd always done, obviously, I did the 1,000 in January. And then I did one in the US in like March or April with 50 porn stars. And their penises are a lot bigger than the average person, the way they have sex, the way it's...
And Kella, no, it wasn't. We're not like having this deep, like I'm sharing my, you know, like I don't feel particularly scarred from the topless house cleaning, but I was saying hypothetically, I could see why people, because some people are like, oh, you were groomed, you know, because I moved in with an older person, you know, but I don't know. I'm very open, so I guess we can all think about it, but no, it was not like that serious of a convo, at least not for me in this moment. I don't feel very serious, but I'm deranged, so
incredibly rough at times, and that was hard. And I went into it quite naive. I was thinking, well, I've done 1,000, what's 50? But that 50 was really hard.
How so?
Seems probable.
Just very intense. It was rough. There was times where like I could not see at all, like my eyes were completely filled with fluids. And yet there's some positions which I was like, no, I need to switch this up. It's actually feeling you know, a bit painful. But that was fine as long as I'm able to say, hey, I need to switch this position up. Like you could be having sex with one person sometimes and you think, okay, no, my legs are flinching, I need to switch this. But you have to speak up. You can't sort of sit there and go through something painful and then blame everyone else for you being in pain. Because if you don't tell someone it hurts, then how are they going to know?
You say a bit painful. I mean, I think most women are like bowled over at the thought of how painful it would be.
Yeah.
Do you think that you're unusual, like not wanting to get into
anatomy?
Yeah, although it feels funny saying that to Bonnie Blue. Do you have like more physical endurance, do you think, than most women?
No, I mean, I've always said I've been very athletic. I've always been quite fit and healthy. But no, like when I first started, I didn't really understand what turned me on and what I enjoyed a lot more. Like when I'm enjoying it, I find I'm able to have sex a lot rougher. So now if I need to take more breaks, I will. I don't feel panicked to sort of know what I don't ever think, oh, I need to know what I'm doing right now. If I think, you know what, actually, could I have someone to lick me out for 5 minutes before we go again? I'll happily speak up and say that. So, but I do think I have a good level of endurance.
How about emotional endurance? Because another thing that a lot of women will think is, like, frankly, a lot of these guys are gross. Like, I've seen videos of your cues and of the guys who show up to the events, and they can be old, they can be fat. Like, probably some of them smell, I'm guessing. Like,
see, honestly, everyone says this, but in terms of the smell, like, yeah, some of them are skinny, some are fat, like some are spotty, some aren't, but that's normal. Like, but in terms of smell, genuinely, they never smell, and I think it's because they're so nervous. They know they're
They've
coming
maxed
to
out
me.
on links before they show up.
100%.
Yeah.
They know they're coming to me purely for sex, so they have showered just before I came. They freshen up just before they come in. So in terms of smell, no. But even in terms of body shapes, I used to say, "Oh, fat people are lazy. Like they actually irritate me." But then when I became a sex worker and I started to speak to these men a lot more, yeah, some of them are fat, and I'd speak to them and realize they're not necessarily fat all the time because they're lazy. Their life is so busy. They've got children now. They're trying to pay bills. They're trying to keep on top of things, and they can no longer prioritize, you know, clean eating all the time in the gym. So I don't even judge the fat ones anymore, but I used to.
But you don't get any sense of like physically recoiling. Like, I don't fancy this man. You never get that?
One, most of them have a blue ski mask on. So in terms of their face.
Face-wise, no.
Yeah. I think if I really found someone unattractive, the part I've struggled with most is the kissing. Because to me, that's very, I don't know, you connect a lot when you kiss someone. But no, like, I don't always even see their face. And I know this is going to repulse a lot of people, but I love the fact there's like always a rotation. I don't even always know I've had sex with someone. I don't always know who's inside of me.
Wow.
But no, I don't get repulsed. I sort of see everyone as they're there for a reason. I don't know what's happening behind their closed doors, and I'm there purely to give them a good experience.
I see with it. Who the fuck is kissing this comrade? Says Anglo. I'm sure a lot, like, you'd be surprised there are a lot of people and a lot of men who would still kiss her. Get real, dude. She's still hot. She's famous. There are a lot of people who are into that kind of stuff. There's people who are into things that aren't like normal procreation sex. Okay, people? I hate to burst your bubble. Okay? But she's still a fucking human being. I don't get this thing like, ugh, you fucked. Me no see you human anymore. Would Ruby still kiss her? She's not my type personally. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't freaking know. Can you imagine kissing that one? Yeah, I'm calling you out, Anglo. Be better.
And that's all I sort of focus on.
Still really stunning. She's a pretty woman. She's gorgeous eyes and bone structure. Are you guys fucking kidding me? She looks like Cameron Diaz. And often sex workers are very like tested for STDs constantly. There is some protocol, but when it's that many people, I have no idea. It's very next level, you know, but she's still a fucking person. Fuck off. You don't like, she's saying this. Who knows what her actual life is? Maybe she's on fucking coke right now. I don't know. Maybe she has a big habit. Who fucking knows? Yeah, dude. Got the default. Oh my god. Okay, Anglo. I'm sure your eyes are shining with light and love.
Some of them I obviously find more attractive than others. I think, Liddy, oh, you're hot. And then other ones, I'm like, oh, I wouldn't date you. But even if you walk past someone attractive in the street, that's not what's going to make you come. It's the way they are, their technique. And I can remember when I was a full service worker, one of my clients, he was a bit bigger. I didn't find him attractive. And if anything, he repulsed me a little bit. He made me orgasm. And I was like, oh God, should I be disgusted in myself that this guy that I don't find attractive has just made me come? And then I realized it's not to do with their looks, it's their technique and how they treat me in the bedroom. That you could sleep with someone really attractive and they're terrible in bed.
So you do have a threshold. Like sometimes you will find men slightly repulsive at least, but it's not so high a threshold that basically everyone.
Obviously, I look at different people and think you're more attractive than the other person. I prefer your body shape to the other one. Like everyone's got preferences, and I know I have.
Kristen, we did already,
but I never look at
that, and we did confirm that it is in fact happening. No, I'm just kidding. Kind of. Me and others are seeing a lot of signs, and I don't know. If there ever were a time, it would probably be in the next couple days. So I don't know. Just putting that out there. If it's not Jesus, it's gonna be the robots, people. So just get a bunker.
One thing,
or
I don't want
something
you near me.
Interesting. I remember Rachel Moran, who is she was prostituted as a teenager in Dublin. She something that she says to women to try and like help them to understand what it's like to be
weird. I don't know.
in
Will make
prostitution.
you sexually
Is imagine being on a bus or in a
weird.
cafe or something and look around every single man in that room and think, I have to have sex with every single one of these men, like old, young, fat, whatever. And she uses that as the thought experiment for women because overwhelmingly they respond like, oh. And what's unusual about you is you don't respond, oh.
Yeah.
You
I
actually
think if they were
embrace it.
smelly and like stuff like that, that'd really get me like smell. I just think stick some deodorant on or have a shower, like. But because they don't smell, like that's my biggest thing. I think it's smell, especially because they're going to be in my mouth and I'm licking them.
Yeah.
But in terms of looks, I really don't judge, and I probably used to. But
Have
now
you trained yourself out of it a bit?
Not trained myself. I've spoke to them for years now and hours on end. Like if someone's got bad skin, it's not their fault all the time. Sometimes it's because they've got a terrible diet and they're lazy and they're not washing their face and everything else. But some people just have bad skin. Some people are super skinny. Some people are fat. And I'm always very open-minded. And I think that's allowed me to drop the judgment and drop the you repulse me, because I might see someone really fat and some of them come in with genuinely not even an inch and they're massive and I can barely find it. But I think, you know what, you've come to the event, like this might really boost your confidence. I don't know, you might be really stressing outside of this, you might be having a bad life, and there's probably a reason of why you're so fat, but I just want to give you a good, you know.
It's very philanthropic in that way. What do you think sex is for? Do you think of it as something? Is it sacred, relational, recreational, nothing? Is it the same as walking?
It's a hobby. It's fun. And there's not really much to it, like else I think about it. Before, like, I used to have a really low body count prior to being a sex worker. I couldn't imagine having sex with someone unless I was dating them or unless I imagined, you know, I wasn't having sex on a first date. Now it's within seconds. But to me now, sex is just it doesn't have to mean something. I can still enjoy it. It's an orgasm, and it's as simple as that.
Before, how old were you when you became a sex worker?
24. I'm doing 2 years, so 20.
And that was
24.
straight into OnlyFans?
Yeah, well, I did cam in for a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Maybe for like 2 to 4 weeks I did cam in, and that really boosted my confidence. And then I set up OnlyFans.
So before then, you said you had a low body count. You wouldn't do like gangbangs off camera, right? Because that's now your main thing. That's what you're known for.
So prior to that, I was married and in a long-term relationship.
Yeah. And so, like, where's this come from? Where's this massive change in your sexual preferences?
To start with, money.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go.
Though, but they said there's going to be many signs, and that's how you will know. So it's like, yeah, of course, and it's like I don't fucking know, but why include all the signs if no one's supposed to be like, hey, the signs are happening? Like it could be the rapture coming. Why have signs before the rapture if no one is gonna know it? I'm just saying, like, the Bible implies that perhaps you would know, like, a couple days prior, you'll see the signs, and everyone, or many, an alarming amount of people are seeing the signs. I'm spiritually confused and brain dead, so I don't know, but I love God and the Bible. I am so sorry for being such a bad girl. Okay, we turned that ship around. Whew, thankfully. As of the last few weeks. So
back to work. I used to work in recruitment, long hours, restricted annual leave, and I lived the same life as everybody else. And then they sit and complain about it.
Heard that you worked at Poundland when you were young.
Yes, I did. That was quite bad, to be honest. I can remember someone pissed in a potty and gave it to me. And I think,
Well, both the fact that it's called Poundland and they pissed in a potty, that was quite prescient, I guess, for the rest of your life.
yeah, to be honest, I should use that. But yeah, like, I used to be a waitress. I was a dance teacher, worked at Poundland. I just did anything for a bit of money, and I never really cared what job I did. Like, I worked at Pound Stretcher because that job paid more than all the other shops at the retail park. Other people wanted a job at McDonald's, but my job paid nearly £2 extra an hour. So I've always been more bothered about what life I can create outside of work as opposed to being bothered that I had to wear a Pound Stretcher.
I will say that was a big appeal for me too, as someone who worked in the restaurant industry for the majority of, like, from the ages of like 16 up until my last restaurant job was just like a year and a half ago or so. But there were times where I relied on camming, and it was a huge relief from that, you know. But ultimately, I would struggle to self-motivate, and I'd end up going broke and not making money. So I needed like a job to kick me in the ass. But I would always then get sick of the job, fuck up, and then the cycle would repeat. But it's brutal. It can be so brutal working. I mean, there's just a lot of really, really hard jobs that people do in the world, and especially like the people who would work in the kitchen. Like, I was a server, so I was living a good life in the front of house, but you know, I did a couple jobs where I was working in the back of house or like doing dishwashing, and like the other people working would laugh at me because I'm like, I'm tired. I worked 40 hours this week. And they'd be like, bitch, I work like 8 jobs, like, and I send all my money to my family. You know, people work really hard. So shout out to all you American heroes. I'm gonna have to move on from this American hero though, because I do want to lie down and make some food, some real food. The apple was great, but I want to make, like, I don't know. I'm hungry. I have a frozen burrito. So that's my game plan. Incredibly stressful. Yeah. Physically grueling. Especially, I worked in a couple different multi-level restaurants. So running up and down stairs all day, you know. Brutal. I hurt. Do a cooking stream. I was thinking about that because we're leveling up, and I'm starting to use cups again and utensils like a regular human. So, and I'm starting to buy groceries. Cooking streams may be a reality. Let's see if there's anyone to raid before I sign off. Any final thoughts, chat? I guess the stream was kind of all over the place. I mean, it was just a stream before work. Yeah. The only thing is some people don't pop up when I try to send like a stream to them. They only pop up on my thing if they're monetized. Or I don't know what it is, but it's not. Certain people just don't even show up. Like King doesn't show up on my thing. I don't know. Or they have to like do something. I used to live off of just making like sweet potatoes, zucchini, and like a tofu scramble with just like quinoa or rice or something. That and I mean, it's not really cooking, but like I love avocado toast, obviously. But I've gotten incredibly lazy. But we're building up, you know. If you were here just a year ago, I was still on the Pop-Tarts diet, but we are moving our way up rapidly. Let's see. And we didn't really get too much into the Destiny thing, but whatever. Another stream. There's always going to be crazy shit going on. Damn, 600 viewers on Kick. Zeus talking about Zeus IRL has 600 viewers on Kick. Maybe you could collab with him. Yeah, I would totally. If we were in the same area, I was thinking I was going to see him potentially at PronCon, but you know, we all saw that I got some cold feet on that, as did others. And I would switch it up for the flavors, but blueberry was kind of my go-to. I heard he was, but I then heard he wasn't, so I don't. But if you're watching and seeing a visual, perhaps, you know, like I said, I just don't want to. I don't know. I just don't want to get crazy or be around too much like intense partying. Gotta not be around that sometimes. Okay, customization in this nation. Let's see who else is live and pops up. Yeah, I'm seeing Destiny playing, or no, that's not Angelina, Lolcon Nuts, Unreasonable Something, Surf Times, Vosh, Leela, Chaotic Truth, and John Galt. John Galt seems like the front runner here. Nothing else is. That's all that pops up for me, people. So, but you know, why not? Why waste a redirect? Let's go. It's John Galt. Actually, maybe not right now. He's going on an anti-black thing, even though he's black. I'm not gonna raid Lolcon Nuts. No, I don't know what the fuck to do. No. Alright, I'm just gonna send it to John Galt. Sorry, people. I disavow anything that's a little too spicy. But he did introduce me in Loso Forever. You know, I just saw his title and I was like, but you know, I appreciate him. And I think he's a fun character. I'm sorry. I'm sending them right now. I'm sending them. Okay. I did choose him. He was the front. I just said, black tenants beware. I'm going to rain hell down on you. That made me a little concerned, but you've been warned, chat. It's going to be a spicy stream. And thank you all for tuning in to this little impromptu Ruby Online episode. And I'll see you. Bye.